Pro wrestling from head to toe. New stories, independent wrestling. Let's go. Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights. Big cats got the scoop, shine in the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog fight. First sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside, uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Purr sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
And a man, welcome to another episode of Purr Sessions. I am your host, Big Cat Tyler Adams, the Maine of Maine, and I am here with.
No one added me.
No,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool.
You look like garbage, but you sound great.
JP, this is my left nut. Suck it.
I can't see it, so it's probably a good thing.
Levi must be doing shit. Like he's like.
I see a controller in his hand.
He's decided he's going to play Xbox instead.
He's like, yeah, screw the podcast.
Yeah.
Just add him and just don't tell him, and all of a sudden he's like, "Motherfuckers!" He's playing.
That's
like,
what he just did. He
Yeah. I see this in his hands.
He must be fucking with his new mic. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. We are live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us every Friday on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Are we on TikTok?
We are on TikTok, but not live. We could, I guess, but it'd probably fuck everything up.
Yeah.
We are also on every audio platform. Spotify and Apple Podcasts is the biggest one, but we are also on iHeart and as well as Pandora.
Hey, Big Country, what's my name again?
Excuse me?
What's my name again? Is that what
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Throwing shoe names out here. Jesus.
Oh,
You're the one that put it up, so it's your own fucking fault. I got the nautical.
Hey, there we
Nightmare.
see, that works, but then it does.
Dylan Nix, my tag team partner of the Wild. We are a couple weeks away from hopefully getting our titles back from MPW. And of course, we got JP O'Reilly, the hardcore maniac, and Levi Spade, the Emerald Striker, the Soul of Submission style. He's out in the background. I think he's fucking with his mic.
I don't know. It's like a little, I see trigger fingers over here.
Or he is actually playing games and doesn't give a fuck about the podcast.
He's like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna play.
he's probably playing Marvel. Was it Marvel Rivals?
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah,
dude, I've been having a blast with that game.
Is he seriously? I bet you that's exactly what he did. He fucking queued up Marvel Rivals and is playing that before he fucking jumps on the podcast.
He said they're playing probably.
I hope your KB is shit.
I almost want to bet money. I know his main. It's either going to be because he's this guy. It's going to be Jeff the Land Shark, or it's going to be like Magneto or something. It's going to be like one of those two. Yeah.
Is that free to play in the Marvel Rivals?
Yeah,
or is it?
It's basically Overwatch. It's like Marvel.
I'll check it out.
PS5 and PC, right? Because I don't think it's on Xbox.
I have it on my PS5, so.
Levi plays Xbox. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's cross-platform.
We were talking about that this morning.
I see him in the fucking background, and he's just losing his shit.
Hey, JP, I swear none of us said a word.
He literally said he didn't want to talk about that before the podcast.
That's funny because I literally didn't mention to anyone. So I don't know. Interesting.
Anywho,
because besides who's in this circle, the only
I didn't say a word, man.
Two people that own companies. So,
I talked to my girlfriend and you idiots. So, oh my god, what dropped
Sam
that
told
down?
everybody.
I can put
Sam told everybody.
Yeah,
get off the fucking game, Levi. We're on the show
in this little video corner right now.
He's probably talking mad shit and his fucking mic is muted.
Yeah, a lot of tough words from men we can't hear.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equals. Well, not bad. All right. Sorry, I was doing some ratings math.
For
Dylan, you need to get in Fortnite. Maybe I like Marvel Legends though, so or Rivals. I was doing the for the ratings.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Well, this is the great start to the show.
Anyway,
shit. Well, we don't have any guests today, so I guess we'll just get right into it with the news. Fucking.
Can I ask why we don't have a TNA like ruining their existence and bringing back Miss Controversy yourself on here as news? I'm surprised.
I completely forgot that was the thing. So if you want to talk about that,
yeah. So I can talk about that really quick. So for people who don't know, I have a new job, and a lot of my new job is file sorting. It's kind of boring and mundane, but it pays the bills. So what I've been doing in this, trust me, I got a point. What I've been doing in this job is watching a lot of old wrestling on YouTube. There's a lot of old TNA, so I've been kind of digging older TNA, like 2006, 2007, 2008. It's been fun. Now TNA.
Hey, real quick, I have no idea what's going on. I'm distracted on the sideline real quick. But hey, Maverick, learn how to cut a fucking promo, then I'll allow you on the podcast.
Woo-hoo! I love how he just jumped in
I
the
didn't
middle of
realize this was roast sessions.
I guess so. I didn't know that he owned the podcast either.
Shout out to Levi.
Yeah.
Spade,
Yeah. Anyway, TNA brought back Tessa Blanchard. Now, Tessa apparently has been on record saying some very poor things about wrestlers of color.
Is this the first time? Because this doesn't sound like it's the first time.
This is, I guess, the reason. I guess the big thing with TNA is what really got with her. She wanted a new contract, and she said she wasn't going to drop the belt unless she got a new contract. And TNA was like, "No, you're going to drop the belt, and maybe we'll give you a new contract." Problem is, right now TNA is basically going out of business again. I guess they're like basically asking their work. They're asking their workers to take pay cuts, and like Rhino, Jordan Grace, and a couple others are like, deuces, we're out. So TNA shot themselves in the foot. They're like, "Oh, we'll bring back Tessa Blanchard," and like half the roster went, "No."
Yeah. Well, none of that. They got rid of. Was it Scott? Was the one that was running it? Was
Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, Scott
yeah,
D'Amore.
no,
He was the heart and soul.
When they said that, he wanted to leave, and you're like, "No, you threw me out. What the fuck are you talking about?"
No, he's thriving with Maple, whatever the.
Maple Leaf, yeah.
Maple Leaf,
yeah. So D'Amore, the reason he was like one of the reasons what I've read and what I've kind of picked up on what happened is he wanted. I think it's Anthem that owns TNA, if I remember correctly. So basically, he went to Anthem, and this is when Punk was out there in the ethers. He's like, "Yo, let's throw money at Punk, and that'll get people talking about us." Because he wanted TNA to be a thing. He was a TNA guy, yes.
Yeah, he was a TNA guy before Ring of Honor and shit like that. And then Ring of Honor, was it TNA or Ring of Honor was like, you either work for us or you work for them.
I think it was Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing, man. So, and they got this working relationship with WWE now, too. So imagine bringing Punk in. Let Punk win your world championship. Let him hold it for a month. It's like, this could have worked. But no, Anthem's like, no, we don't want to spend the money. And it's like, guys, you got to spend money to make money. If you'd have dropped the money at Punk, got him in, the ratings would have went up. People would have watched TNA. People would pay attention to TNA. And even Punk's like, well, I'm going to drop the belt. I'm going to go over here to WWE. 6 months down the road, Punk could be back in TNA when they do this cross-promotion stuff.
I was gonna say they're like, or just stick in TNA and just do with the cross promotion, just do both. Speaking
Imagine
of cross,
like freaking, I tell you. All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of cross promotion, whatever fucking happened with AEW and TNA? Because they were doing a bunch of cross.
Yeah, but did you notice who that worked out for better? Everything was working out for AEW in that deal. Nothing was really working out for TNA in that deal.
That's true.
Plus, they have they do the whole thing with New Japan, so it's like WWE's got TNA, AEW's got New Japan, so it's like they all have each other's pockets essentially.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think with what's happening with TNA, I think within a year, this is just me paraphrasing. I think within a year, TNA is not gone, but I think it's owned by
Tony
WWE. No, WWE.
Oh,
I think WWE is going to buy it, And when WWE buys it, they're going to leave it as TNA. They're going to let them have their TV. They're going to let everything be the same. But what's going to happen is it's going to be a feeder program. It's going to be kind of another NXT.
That could be their ID program.
Yeah.
That could be the ID program itself. Just have a base, like somewhat to do things on a TV perspective.
Well, I mean, it's already a lot of TNA is a lot of independent talent as it is.
Yeah. Well, they have plenty of them work all their like independent stuff outside of
right.
TV, so
well, it's because TNA's like, oh yeah, we got. I need to get paid. I got $3 there.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I thought it was something else that she was in trouble for. I didn't know it was for language that she decided to use. What? What are you doing?
Oh, that's not. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I
was testing something.
Oh,
I was testing something.
I love that we're doing this all during the podcast, not fucking.
I got home 5 minutes ago. Shut up! I was at the dojo, Cat.
I'm sorry, I was home getting ready for a show, Nix.
Yeah, I was out trying to make get my shit better so I get booked places.
Yeah, I hear you. I got to get that going
One day.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, is we got some bookings coming up as it is.
We do.
What's the one in February?
You're asking me these things?
Yeah, you told me like it was BTW?
BWA.
BWA. Where is that?
That's out of Boston or Mass, I should say.
Mass, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's Maverick trying to get Dylan and Proving Ground with me. Big Cat, it would be awesome if you could. Yeah, now that my schedule is pretty much open up, I'd love to go to Atlantic. I tried to go to Atlantic years ago, and they never reached back out to me. So, but at that time, they were using a lot more of their in-house talent than taking kind of like what was going on with Let's Wrestle. They were using a lot of the dojo kids instead of taking more of an outside talent. So, hopefully, that's going to change. You good, JP? You're just staring into the.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. It's been a long day. Trying to make sure shit's working, and then I just was just listening to you, and I think I just went into the void for about 2 seconds. So I just snapped back into reality for a minute. I'm like, oh wow, we're here.
This is a great podcast. This we have so many listeners.
Okay, I'm back. February 7th. February 7th. Yes, I had to look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out because it's on Friday. Because of course everybody likes to book their shit on fucking Friday now, and it's pissing me off.
Bro, I hate Friday bookings. Sometimes it depends on where it is.
All the time.
If it's an out-of-state booking and it's a Friday,
I'm sorry.
Fuck this.
Geno's is the best Friday booking.
Geno's is the only exception.
Yeah,
the day off.
It's gonna say Geno's is in Maine, which is fine, but when it's Friday booking outside of Maine. Versus that'll be good.
Yeah, we'll throw some hands.
I'll fucking pick up Jason, give him GTS like I did in class.
Sweet Jesus.
One practice, I might have heard him because he's a big guy. The guy holding him up that long, like, okay, how do you do it? He's like, oh, please hurry up and fucking figure this shit out. I'm dying.
That kind of reminds me. A couple of weeks ago, Amber was at class and she picked me up and she's like, if I can still spin you, I wonder if I can still pick you up and spin you. I was like, yeah, let's do it. She threw me on the shoulders and the airplane spun me. And about 10 seconds in, so like, Amber, put me down. I'm going to throw up. Put me down, put me down. She starts laughing. She's like, you're fine.
Oh, I miss Amber. I get it. I'm hoping to see her one of these days. Shit.
Come to the dojo.
I know. I will come to the dojo. I hate Geno's Friday night because Atlantic is the next day, and Geno's don't get home until. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about going to Geno's is fucking the drive all the way back home.
Yeah.
Well, you guys.
Portland.
So JP's got a shorter drive than me, and Kat, your drive is a little technically shorter than mine.
About 45 minutes shorter. Yeah.
Yes, I have to go all the freaking way down to Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Well, whose fault is living on the coast?
Oh God, I live on a coastal city. I live my gimmick. What a concept!
Literally. The point of being from the sea doesn't mean you have to actually live near it.
Yes, I do.
He just emerges out of the water every once in a while.
Fully clothed with a scepter. Just like...
Dude, I would not go in the water right now. The water right now is probably a balmy 34, 35 degrees.
If
Maybe
that,
36. Maybe 36. Maybe 36.
if that, it's probably a lot colder than that.
Are you telling me that the air is colder than the water? If so, jump in the water.
Yeah, actually.
Now he has to Google it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
shit.
I have a single laptop. I'm not like you guys and have 9 screens.
I'm on an iMac. I have one screen with
Okay,
5,
when we start making money, I'm gonna get everybody fucking new setup. Is what's gonna fucking happen.
I like
Jesus.
I have setups.
So right now, let's see here. Main beach temperatures. There we go. Actually, it's 46 degrees.
I'm surprised. It's actually that high.
Yeah. It's 2.2 degrees warmer than normal this year. Yeah, and we wonder why we're losing our lobsters.
Dylan's a fish. I wonder if Seabass has hooked him.
Jason, you know a sea bass is actually a fish, correct?
Oh boy, now he's going to educate him now.
No, I'm not going to get into the full thing, but I'm just saying.
The next hour is just him putting slideshows up of just sea aquatic animals.
I'd be like, so this is a lobster. I'll just get my old tour.
Question: can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No, you gotta hold it.
Fucking just diagram behind him with fucking lines connected to each other. It's like,
It's like was it It's So Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
It was like
yeah, exactly.
Looking at Big Cat's background in his room reminds me of that entire meme right now.
Oh,
there's so much stuff.
I got it all set up. I'm happy. I got all my CM Punk shit and whatever back in front of me instead of behind me.
I just have my background blurred because I just have a dirty bedroom.
I have a blue wall and a cat tree.
Maybe in a year that Nix will finally set up his fucking office that he keeps on saying that he's going to set up.
Cat room. So
my girlfriend would probably love that.
Plus,
probably.
My office space is too close to Emilio's room, so I'm like, you
would have to start like soundproofing that room is what would happen.
I'd have to. Like, I'm on the opposite side of the house from here, and like she probably could still hear me.
Yeah.
If she didn't have her fan on.
Let's get in the news, and I guess we're gonna start this off with sad news. This dropped, I think, about 5 hours ago. Rey Mysterio Sr. sadly passed away today. And just very sad news. Roy, I don't know who that is, but it must be a family. Must be a family member.
Tweet that came out.
Yeah, said that he sadly passed away this morning. Say how painful it is. Yeah, it's very sad. Condolences to the family.
So you all know, and I'm pretty sure you do, that Rey Mysterio Sr. is not his dad; it's his uncle. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh God, have advertisements of the blood coming out of this thing.
Which is weird because originally I didn't know that. I was like, wait a minute. It's like his
dad died? No, it's his uncle.
No, it's his uncle. So, very sad news. So, hopefully, hopefully the family is doing well, and sad, very sad. Welcome, Levi Spade, to the podcast.
Hi. Hello.
How was Marvel? How was Rivals there?
I wasn't even playing Rivals.
Bullshit, you weren't.
Not bullshit. I wasn't.
What were you playing?
I wasn't playing anything.
Oh, we saw.
I was playing something before. I was playing something before we started on the pod, but then I was using. my Xbox for other things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easier to look at porn with mouse and a keyboard than
I know, right?
fucking-
I know.
Yeah, using a controller.
I couldn't. You guys,
screen's a little.
y'all's face was on the screen. You know how it is.
Every time he looked away, just immediately got sad.
Yeah, exactly. You know, can't do anything about it. I look over to
Ruin
my
the moment.
I look over to my right, and it's you four fuckers. So
Or that's your kink. That's the only way you can get off.
oh yeah, I have to. I can only do it once every Friday.
Wow.
Once every-
Wow.
Okay.
Once every Friday.
This podcast turned into right.
I'm looking to my right, and I'm gonna like, is the bottle of tequila down there so I can blank that from my memory?
Hey, look at this! I can...
It's still in your fucking room, dude.
Of
Come
course
on.
it is.
Put it in the fridge at least.
I didn't realize we were called porn sessions.
Oh my
How do we get demonetized from YouTube? Right?
Oh, fucking have me on the podcast. That's how you get demonetized from YouTube.
Oh my god. Oh shit. So there's been talks going around with Kenny Omega that he's making his possible return. He's saying that he's coming back soon. I don't know if you guys probably seen that. I know we before we had to pull it from the podcast, he was talking about that he wanted to make his debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Can't fucking talk today.
And
New Japan.
New Japan. Sorry.
And,
for all the-
Japan.
He wants to wrestle on January 5th. I didn't know they actually put a date on it.
yeah, he's as of right now, he's clear to return. He is returning to wrestle.
Now,
I don't know. I can't. Gay Kid.
What?
Is expected to occur at World's End.
World's End.
Yeah.
Now, is he going to wrestle with a bag, or did he have that all shit figured out? Because
No, I believe he's clear. Like he's clear.
That's
Damn.
good. That's good.
Oh, so this is like the Roman leukemia thing. Just like you got clear.
Yeah.
Or
So is
how
Jeff Hardy
about
gonna
or
explode
how about
if he bumps him?
or how about Brock Lesnar? Considering Brock Lesnar suffered from the same thing.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had to remove.
Diverticulitis. Diverticulitis. Thank you.
He had to remove a
syllables, pal.
load of intestines from that. He had to have surgery, and I can't remember how much. They took a fuckload out, and he I think he was even fighting, like during that shit. Like him in extreme pain in fighting in the UFC, if I remember correctly, or wrestling. I can't remember one or the other.
It was during that. I think it was during UFC. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then like after he was done with Frank Mir, they're just
Well,
like,
no.
okay.
So he was wrestling before. Then he was diagnosed with it, and he retired from it. Then he got clear from it. Went up in a weight division. Went to UFC. Knocked out Randy Couture. And then dropped back down to like 260 something, and came back to WWE, and that's when he went on his first tear before he went back to UFC. I believe is the timeline.
Okay.
In May of 2011, whatever. I can't say it apparently.
Diverticulitis.
Out of all of us, then you can't say it.
It's weird, right? Struck Lesnar again. Surgery was done once more, and Lesnar had a foot of his colon removed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucky.
Yeah. That'll do her.
With Kenny being back, hopefully being back for a while. That was one of the matches I wish would have happened. That didn't with CM Punk and Kenny Omega. I think they would have probably put out a banger if he was around wrestling. And just like some of the shit that I wish that matches we got to see before the whole sour shit happening with AEW. Like I would have liked to see CM Punk wrestle a bunch of guys before you like redo the Jeff Hardy feud. Would have loved to fucking see that. They had an amazing feud before Jeff had to leave WWE, And maybe that will happen now that he's in TNA. I doubt it because I think they actually do hate each other in real life.
Oh,
So, so
Actually, I think weirdly enough, I think I've read somewhere that Punk is okay with Kenny. It's the Bucks that he would kill on sight.
oh yeah, that was 100%. Even Kenny said it on his Twitch.
In an alleyway, he would run out and check.
Even Kenny said it on his Twitch that he had no problem with Punk.
Yeah,
The whole situation that he was kind of hoping that it went in a different way, but he also understood that like, hey, sometimes there's heated tension and sometimes you got to let it go and kick the shit out of each other. The only problem was that there weren't any shaking hands afterwards. It was just all heated. Fuck you, fuck this type shit.
I have a weird tangent that I wanted to go on tonight.
Go for it.
I like tangents.
What so I feel like and it's because I'm constantly watching wrestling stuff and but I feel like we've never, and maybe we haven't, I just don't remember because I tend to get drunk on these pods because it's the only way I deal with you fuckers. But what is the Purr Sessions Mount Rushmore?
What do you mean?
Like what is our collective Mount Rushmore? If we as a collective had to choose 4 or 5, how many faces are on Mount Rushmore?
4.
4. So if we as a collective had to choose 4 to go on the Purr Sessions Mount Rushmore, who do we volunteer? Because I feel like this is one of those questions. Like I purposely left it out of the Levi Spade interview segment because it's such a fucking it's a question that gets asked on every single goddamn wrestling podcast. But I feel like we have never actually talked about it.
So again, what do you mean, like wrestlers that we believe that are like the best of all time?
Yeah,
Or
your Mount Rushmore. What is?
Okay.
But can
When you
we?
said it,
I
like-
wonder if we can come to some sort of collective to make the Purr Sessions Mount Rushmore. Like if we collectively had to choose 4, who would we nominate? Why? And who do we put on the Mount Rushmore?
Well, Austin's first.
Hang on. Is this strictly opinion based, like per each of us, or is it just if we say a name, someone could just be like, "You're wrong"?
I think it's a conversation. I want to see if we can come up with 4 that we mutually can all agree go on the Rushmore. Because I hate another reason why I hate this question is because for me there are like 16,000 different Mount Rushmores.
Right?
Yeah, you want Mount Rushmore WWE.
I think the question should be, what is each one of our own personal Mount Rushmores, and then see if there's any comparisons.
Okay, so let's
Mine
do
would be way different than like Andy's.
so let's do that. Let's decide on what is everybody's Mount Rushmore, and then maybe we can take, because there's 4 of us, so there we go. We could take 1 from each of us and then make the Purr Sessions Mount Rushmore. Also, I'm sorry, I have to fix this while we're talking because I noticed it last week after we got off the pod. Oh, my hook fell. That's why. Okay. I noticed it last week after we got off the pod. That's what's been missing right here. That's why it's been bugging me, because this walls looked empty. It's because my Irish flag fell over. That's also why you guys can see my PC lights, because it doesn't have anything to reflect off of.
So here's the funny thing too. Like JP said, it's like, so when it comes to your Mount Rushmore, like for me, there's like a singles Mount Rushmore, and then there's a tag Mount Rushmore, and that's so you got both these things together. But if I gotta go singles, I gotta agree with Big Cat, Austin. Steve Austin.
He's been like the number 1. He's literally the GOAT of wrestling.
So I feel like right off the bat we can toss Austin on the Purr Sessions Mount Rushmore because I agree with that. He's got spot on mine.
Yeah, he's literally changed the business, and he basically made WWE what it is.
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, in my opinion, is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Yep, I would agree with that.
I got to go with the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I can agree with that.
And
I have a tangent about Ric Flair. I don't know if you pulled that
this
up.
This is my personal one, and I got to go Sting.
Okay.
Yeah,
those would be my
WCW. Yeah, I can understand that one. Well, I mean, Austin, I agree with. All time, it would be Sean. I'm just trying to think of people who changed the business.
You could also throw Undertaker up there. You could
Taker
also
is
throw
a big
CM
one.
Punk up there. You could also throw Bret Hart up there. If you want to go older,
there,
Harley Race, Nick Bockwinkel. I mean,
If
You know,
you-
Harley
yeah.
Race definitely would be like, cause again, like even Jerry Lawler, you know, fucking
Fear the King Lawler.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think an
Dr.
easier way to answer that question is take 4 eras, because realistically, if you look at it, you have about 4 distinctive eras in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
You have the golden era, you have the attitude era, you have the
Yeah.
ruthless aggression era, you have whatever the hell era between that and now. Like that's very questionable.
The
But there
PG era tends to
PG
be
era.
tends to be what
you
everybody
could
calls
take
it.
you could take one name from the 4 of those, and I think collectively all of us could agree on that one Mount Rushmore.
But then we got, then you got like, yeah, we all watched WCW and WWE back in the day. Well, what about like New Japan? What about TNA? What about,
See this, but this is
ROH?
why I want to have the conversation.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
I made Mount Rushmore, it'd be an indie Mount Rushmore, and to be honest, it might be like a more deathmatch themed Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Well, the problem with me is like I don't know too much about TNA and New Japan. Like definitely not a lot of New Japan, but I know definitely there's a lot of guys that made that business that I just don't know 100%. But if we're talking like WWE wise, yeah, definitely Austin would be number 1 for me. I like maybe because I'm biased because I'm a fan of it with Punk, but the only reason why I say Punk is because how many guys have you known in the business that when left still got chanted to come back?
Yeah.
Like 6+ years they were still chanting for him to come back. Like that's unheard of. I think he even cut a promo, or somebody did, was saying like once you're gone, like you're just forgotten.
The fans
continue on
in their mouth just as much as people take those jabs between AEW and WWE.
Right. And it might have been more of the situation of what happened with Punk. Maybe that's why it continued on with the fans. But
it was more way before that, though.
Yeah,
it was so much more before.
That is true. Yeah. So I would do that, and then like it's hard because Ric Flair definitely had like a bunch of change of the business.
He's
Fuck
Ric
Hulk
Flair,
Hogan. Fuck Hulk Hogan. I don't give a shit what you say.
I mean, the worst part is, yes, our personal opinions on Hogan, especially like the modern Hogan, fuck the guy. But if you want to go business changer, Hogan is one of those guys that changed the business.
That is true.
I mean,
this is why
changed the business for
what I
himself,
mean.
though.
You're gonna look at it from a wrestling perspective.
This is what I mean. This is why I don't like this question, but I wanted to pose it tonight because I agree with JP. Like I love hardcore wrestling too. I don't do it, but I love deathmatch wrestling too. Like Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, Onita, and probably honestly, if I had to do more of a newer gen, Tremon. Like you have to put Tremon on it if you're gonna do a newer gen. But then you got Nick Gage, New Jack.
Yeah. So like in my sense,
John Moxley, like
it would be if it was an all around in that scenario, I would have it really as Mick Foley, New Jack, Nick Gage, and Tremont. That would be my Mount Rushmore.
See, I would switch. Onita's probably the only one I would switch out.
The
only reason I would have to have Onita on there is because Onita kind of revolutionized the hardcore. As fucking crazy as he was, he revolutionized it. But if I had to switch Onita out, it would be New Jack. So it would be Cactus, New Jack, Terry.
New Jack was more of the New Jack was the definition of you could be a technical wrestler and have a hardcore match, but still make it look like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Whereas like with Onita, it was like, I'm going to hit you with this explosive and everyone's going to die.
Yep.
And so like, that's a perfect like wide range there between like the two, but they all both come together and they all share the same similar style of wrestling.
Yeah. But see, so like for mine, if I had to go with business changers, Austin is definitely up there. So I feel like Austin's the only one that we all simultaneously agree on. But like for me, the Great Muda, I mean, I feel
Muda,
like
yeah.
I feel like my you said Sting, I say Muda. Kind of the same. They're kind of the same.
I
Like,
immediately think of Sasuke laying his suit after you said Muda. It was just
so like Austin,
Great
Muda,
Sasuke, yeah.
Masawa.
yeah.
Masawa
Yeah.
has to be up there. I'm sorry, but that dude
Hayabusa.
lived and died for the business, and that dude was the most over person I have ever fucking seen. Like, I've seen clips of every person under the sun. Masawa is so fucking over, it is ridiculous. Like, I would put Masawa on my Mount Rushmore because he revolutionized Japanese wrestling. And I don't know, the last spot for me would probably, like, if I had to take a new generation, I feel like I'm biased kind of like you are with Punk Cat. If I had to take a newer generation, I'd put Balor on that list. Because Balor is a multi-time champ all across the fucking world. That man, like, he was part of the revolution that made it so guys like me could perform in the business. But then at the same, you could also put Bryan in place of Balor, because Bryan was the be-all end-all of guys my size that revolutionized the business.
Freaking yes movement, man.
Yeah, so it's like, but like for me, Austin, Masawa, Muda, and I mean any of those guys, if I had to settle on one, I would say Bray, because
Respect.
kind of like how you were just saying with New Jack, but Bray was the definition of you could play and you could work such an outlandish gimmick,
It was character.
but still be one of the best actual in-ring workers that the company had at the time.
Bray had the character and then backed it up with the wrestling. New Jack had the hardcore extreme persona, but had the wrestling to
Exactly.
back it up. All those people that you can take with that all had that wrestling background. Like, and then Bryan, he had that, oh, you don't look like a wrestler perspective, and then
but he could out wrestle anybody. It was kind of the same way with I mean, not to you know give Dylan a hard on, but you know, it's kind of the same way with Taz.
Yeah.
Like that's why like nobody wanted to take the chance on Taz until Heyman reinvented him, because Taz was like, oh yeah, you know, they don't want me because I'm 4'7" and I'm 200.
He was 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah,
Well,
but like
speaking of that,
honestly, I meant to say 5'7", but I said 4'7". But
speaking
you
of
know,
that too,
I'm 5'6", but I'm 200 something pounds. You know, I don't look like a wrestler. Heyman's, you know, okay, but what can you do? And Taz, so I can fucking choke out anybody in your locker room because I'm a legitimate fucking, like, he's a legitimate fucking threat. And
like I can throw a motherfucker.
And Heyman's like, cool, that's what you do. It's kind of the same way with Joe. Like Joe, you know, Joe don't look like a wrestler. You know, Joe is the same kind of. Joe is kind of the modern day Taz in my opinion. Like, Joe, you know,
That's
what can you do? I can fucking knock out
muscle buster.
Yeah, like
Speaking of watching like a lot of TNA, Cat, I will let you get to this in a second. But this is one of the things I've been watching is like, look, I've been working out, I've been busting my ass and stuff, and I don't lose weight easily. Like, I stay pretty much the same weight. Like, my cardio gets better, but I generally will lose 10 pounds or something like that. But then I watch Joe, and I'm just like, you know what? I look, you know, I'm not saying Joe looks bad, but like my body type, you know, I'm like, cool, all right, you know.
That's not nice.
I should bring you out here and then hear if you brag about your cardio.
That's not nice
again.
about little Joe.
I can agree
Little
with
Joe,
you,
you idiots.
I can agree with you though, like as far as the gaining weight and plateauing thing, because that's all I've done in my entire life. Up until literally the beginning of November, I started doing Wesley Pipes' like whole meal plan thing. And I've been doing that for it's almost 2 months now, or it's been like a month and a half, and I've lost 25 pounds just from
Nice.
Yeah,
I have never lost more than 5 pounds like in my entire life. I've just gone up and flat.
See, that's my problem. I've never passed 155 was my max weight, and that was when I was in high school and I was working out. I had PT because I was in a law enforcement class. I had PT every week, so I was working out every week. And then COVID hit, and COVID fucked me. And now I look the way I do, and I've never been able to recover off of it. But my max weight has always been 155. I can never surpass that. And JD Drake, I absolutely love that man. and I will give him full credit for this. I think it was my second seminar I had with him. He literally told me, he was like, you need to go back and you need to watch all of Anthony Henry, all of his old matches back in like 2016, 2015. And it was because I expressed to him, I'm not comfortable. I feel like I'm going to be overlooked forever because I can't get myself back to where I was. And he told me to do that. And then I went home and I looked it up, and fucking Anthony Henry used to look like me.
Shit.
And now he is fucking jacked out of his mind. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it is possible. It's just a matter of figuring out how to make it work. So like, I love JD Drake, and I give him so much credit because he helped me out a lot in those early stages when I kind of was like, I don't know if I can do this because I'm never going to be looked at as a legitimate talent. And JD was like, no, just go watch a bunch of this shit and then come back to me and tell me that. And it was like, never mind, you can be looked at as a legitimate talent even if you look like me.
I have him on Snapchat. I should hit him up. Be like, you want to come on Purr sessions?
Sure,
I bet he would.
I bet he would.
Probably.
But you're talking about like small guys, and that remind me. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero.
Yeah, fucking definitely up there.
I feel like Guerrero. I feel like Guerrero gets a lot of credit, but I don't know. I love Eddie Guerrero. He's awesome, but I feel like he, in some people's opinions, and I've heard it before, he's the first small guy to ever wrestle. Like he was the start of the small guy movement, and I'm like, Eddie was not that small.
He made himself look bigger than obviously like he was.
He got jacked up, but he was only 5'6".
Yeah.
But like at that point, you had already had guys like Mysterio. I mean, we were just talking about Mysterio Senior. Like at that point, you had already had guys that were smaller. You had guys that were on the smaller side.
Right.
Yeah, but did they, put an impact in like Eddie Guerrero did? Like,
I mean, Rey Mysterio still to this day is going. So yeah.
Yeah, but would you put Rey Mysterio on that Mount Rushmore?
Depends on what Mount Rushmore. I wouldn't put him on my main Mount Rushmore, but he definitely would go on. If I had to make a Mount Rushmore of small guys, yeah. It'd be Mysterio, Tiger Mask, Guerrero, and probably Bryan. That would be my Rushmore of small guys, like guys my size. Those
I didn't see Finn on there.
No, because that's the thing is I would 100% switch Bryan for Finn, but Bryan I feel like got his break sooner than Finn did. And because of it, more people associate Bryan with the small guy revolution. Because I personally, I put Balor on there, but that's also because I am a wrestling nerd and have looked at all of what Balor has done in his career because he's one of my biggest inspirations. So I would put Balor on there because Balor formed the Bullet Club. Balor revolutionized Japanese wrestling in the sense that when he came over to the States, more eyes went back over to watch Japanese wrestling because of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, that's true.
But then like Styles is another one that you could put on there. Styles' time in TNA and ROH are still talked about to this day as some of the greatest. Punk, you could put Punk on there. But I feel like Bryan got his break sooner, so Bryan became the face of the small guy movement. I would do Tiger, Ray, Eddie, and Finn. That would be my Rushmore of small wrestlers.
Okay. Yeah. Good conversation. There you go.
I don't know why. Like I said, I watch so much wrestling shit while I'm at work, and it happened to be. I don't even remember what interview I was watching, but I was watching some interview and it happened across, and I was like, you know what? All right, well, we should talk about that on the Purr sessions because I don't think we've ever had that conversation because I leave it out of my interview questions.
Yeah.
Speaking of watching wrestling at work, I watched probably one of the worst matches I've ever seen today.
You watched my match?
Yeah.
I was about to say the same.
It was actually JP's match, actually.
Wow.
The match.
I'm kidding.
Don't let him
Me
shit
versus
talk.
Jaeger?
Just go back. Don't let him shit talk. Just go back and watch his first match with was it Aggro? Hang on.
My first match was
No,
with
JP.
Ben.
We don't talk about my first match.
There's a specific me too. There's a specific match.
Do it, dare.
See, mine is with Jaeger, and I begged fucking Randy
So-
make sure that doesn't see the face of fucking Earth.
Oh,
Like,
you
No,
that
the-
that was so bad. That match was so bad.
Oh yeah,
was
check it
so
out.
fucking bad.
I was late to the pod, but I got a new keyboard and mouse. Look, I'm all wireless now.
Hey, look
I
at you.
don't have a bunch of fucking wires.
Look at you.
By the way,
Great.
the match I'm talking about is Abyss versus Black Rain, Relic, and Shark Boy in a barbed wire Christmas tree match.
Sharp boy.
Ooh,
That sounds.
does sound terrible.
That sounds terrible.
It kind of
It
sounds
was a
entertaining, though.
good hardcore
It was-
Abyss match.
It was awful in a fun way. Like
Yeah, it
was
kind of
like-
sounds entertaining though.
But
I
it was,
don't
it was
think-
bad.
I can't remember the match, but I don't think anything will pass up one of the matches that Cousin Larry showed me, which was an old school. I want to say it was a Dr. Death match, but I may be wrong. I don't know. It's somebody Larry shits on, like an old somebody that
There's a
cannot.
long list there.
Yeah, no, but it's old. Somebody
An
that
hour?
can't. Larry, like he can't work. He deserves to get shit on. He never could work. But there's one specific match, and it's so fucking funny to watch. And also, yeah, Aiden Agro versus Dylan Nix at the student showcase.
That match was great. What the fuck are you talking about?
Aiden Agro versus Dylan Nix at the student showcase.
That's like Johnny Torres' favorite match. Of
Yeah,
mine.
that was a great match. What the fuck are you talking
Why is
about?
that Johnny Torres? That should not be Johnny Torres' favorite match of yours.
I think he's
Me
watching
versus
the wrong
Agro?
match.
That's a
That
great
match was a good
dude.
match.
That's actually one of my favorite matches.
I think he's watching the wrong match.
I think so. I mean, to be fair, I think I've only taken on aggro singles once, maybe. So
At least
Throwing
your
some-
first
throwing
match
some-
was with Prime.
Throwing some
Where'd it
heat
go?
there towards you. Fucking. Oh, I want to know why he thinks it's shit. Why do you think it's shit?
Hang on, I'm trying to find the. There's a there's a-
If you were gonna say Jess versus Dylan next, I would agree with you on that one. But that's
that
still
match
not-
is not that good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's
I'm
on the
not good.
Limitless Wrestling page.
It
and
is.
somehow
Oh,
it has
has
like
a-
what is
100 and
it?
something thousand
I didn't-
views.
I didn't
it
know
has
it.
a gazillion views.
It's got
It's
seven.
a
It's got
bad-
7.9.
it's not a good
views.
Okay, can I
Hey,
just
look, I'm
say-
in this match. I'm collecting your gear.
Oh my god, you were.
Yeah, this was my first Limitless show. I'm collecting
Oh
the
my
gear.
god.
The
Was
match
that me
where
and Jess
Nick's
versus
never
MSP or just me and Jess?
No. This was you and Jess versus Emma Spade.
You didn't sell at all in
Okay.
that match, right?
Look, there I am.
Wait, me and Jess?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think you sold in
I
that
did.
match.
I did, but like there's a couple spots that we had like planned out and they got messed up. So
Hang on.
like
I'm
we
jumping.
were still both pretty early in, and it wasn't our best match.
I think this was the first time I met you too.
Probably.
I don't remember the first time I met Dylan. I know it
That was an
IWE.
interesting Bing Bang Boom.
IWE show.
Yeah, I just don't
we should do
remember
that.
when. Or
We should
what.
do that one from time. We'll put up our worst matches that we have.
My worst is my first. Actually,
God.
Pete's close to.
My worst is probably.
Do we put the street fight somewhere in the same?
Oh my god, that street fight was so terrible. So
It was
fucking
fun.
terrible.
It was
I
it was
almost
fun,
got
but it was
paralyzed
terrible.
in that match. Thank you.
You were not almost paralyzed. Cut it
my
shit.
my bone was pushing against the bottom of my spine. Yes, I was. If
You
that
needed a
bone,
chiropractor.
if that bone
It's-
had gone, no, I went to a doctor. If the bone had been pushed any
I
further
hurt
off that
you?
sidewalk slam,
No, that was the sidewalk.
no,
slam
that was the
league.
sidewalk slam that Lee. shot on me. If that bone had gone any further off that sidewalk slam, it would have cracked the bottom. It would have broke the bottom of my spinal column.
I've already
You know what? The one thing, there's two things I remember about that match.
You picked me up and dropped me sideways on the pile of tables because you picked me up in the body slam for that spot, and I went, JP, don't you fucking dare. And you're like, okay. And you like, on the side and then buried me in a bunch of chairs, and I just sat there on the table, and I was like, this is great.
This is nice. It's all nice and cold.
There's two things I remember about the match. One is when I threw the chair at JP, and he got so fucking mad at me.
My elbow. I thought you cracked my elbow.
Dude, you were looking at me with the chair. I'm like, okay, he's ready for this, and I chucked it at you. Apparently, you weren't ready for it.
You I swear you chipped a part of.
And I was being safe with it too, and I don't know how I fucking hit you.
Oh my god, no! It just I don't know what it was.
It must have been the leg or something like that too.
That is the second most painful thing I ever felt. Later on, hours later, the other
and
was
then
unrelated, but still, oh my god, that hurt so much.
And then you want hurt so much of that? The fucking sign that you fuckers kept on slapping me with. That Dude, fucking hurt.
Primer cracked me right in the head with a fucking cookie sheet. Instead of going around and doing it safe, he just cracked me on the side of the head.
That was fine.
And then he picked me up and he was like, sorry. And I don't remember what I took the fucking Mountain Dew bottle off of Eric's merch table. He had like a Mountain Dew bottle or a Mountain Dew can. And I literally took the Mountain Dew can and I was like, yeah, sorry.
Bam,
that's fine because it has give. The fucking sign had no give. It was a fucking wooden sign.
Primer had a whole can of corn unopened with googly eyes on it. Do you know
that was corny?
Corny.
Hurt.
I'm so glad
corny hurt, bro.
I'm so glad I didn't get hit with that.
And the other thing I remember.
Hold
on, let me finish. The other thing I remember is when I dislocated my thumb, and I didn't realize it until I drove home. It was from the splash where you fucking rolled the wrong way. Ooh. So it fucking you did. I told you move, and when I went to do the splash, you rolled into me. So I fucking
I didn't know where to go. There was too much shit in the ring.
Ate shit.
Look.
Oh god, no! Oh god, no! Don't show the print.
Boom.
Ate shit to the floor, and after the match, after you were done whining about your fucking elbow, I'm like,
I love that spot.
It's so beautiful.
I was like, my fucking thumb is killing me. Like, my hand is killing me. I wonder what is from. Like, oh, the splash when I fucking hit the floor.
Listen,
and I'm driving.
Intentionally getting hurt under me is not my fault.
I'm driving like this home with my hand up, and halfway through home, my hand pops. And I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, that feels better.
So I think my two favorite. Well, okay, I had 3 favorite spots from the match because I actually forgot the Exploder. The Exploder is probably my favorite spot from the show.
I only like that. I only like that spot because Primer didn't do shit to that table, putting me through, or the door, putting me through it. Because you grabbed the same fucking door we used.
That's what I was going to get at. I didn't know that it was the same table because it looked like
it looked brand new. Because what happened is the chair just slipped out. Like it cracked a little, but the chair just slipped out, so I didn't go through it.
I rolled in and I look under after I do my spot, and I go, "Oh look, the table's here, or the door's already here." And then we go at the end of the show, they're tearing down and they go, so you have this whole door left, and I was like, from where?
So that I gave Primer the claw with the bone hand claw, which is funny as shit. And I think it was Lee that threw me against the back wall at the end of the match. I went flying against the back wall, hit the back wall, fell on the table, but it was there's a pile of chairs on it, and the chairs all went and slid off with me on them. And all of a sudden, like, I fell off on 2 chairs and like 5 more chairs fell on me. The visual is just hilarious.
There's so much chaos in that fucking match.
I love.
You hear Ben calling it, and I think he was gonna have a stroke.
Dude, the commentary was the best.
What's great about that match is
he was drunk too.
What's great about that match is if you watch it as a whole, it's garbage. If you only think about the spots that we had planned for it, it's fucking great.
The reason why is because all the stuff that wasn't spots lasted way too long.
Yeah, we all readily admit we spent way too long on the
we were filling way too much in the middle.
But spots that we actually did were great. Like the fucking the going through the table, the sword fight that me and Lee had, the body slam on the table, the basketball hoop, the fucking exploder, the 3D
pounce.
onto the bed of sporks, the demolition,
I forgot that spot.
Pounce, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The
The reason
pound,
why we can't go to that building anymore.
everything that we did that we planned was awesome.
There's
It was everything in between that sucked.
I'm glad we didn't do that cannonball spot that we were going to do. They would have been really pissed.
What were we gonna do?
You were gonna move, and I was gonna go eat through the chairs with the cannonball.
Should have fucking done it.
I'll never forget breaking the kendo stick over Lee's back.
Just
Because I was shoot pissed because I knew that I was fucked up and I was shoot pissed. So I broke the fucking kendo stick over his back. My mom told me on the drive home that night, she was like, I thought you were gonna fucking kill him. She's like, I could tell.
I was trying to.
Yeah, she was like, I could tell that something was wrong. I was like, nah, I'm a professional. I just hit him as hard as physically possible with the kendo stick, snapped it, and then launched it across the fucking floor and almost hit a fan because I haphazardly launched it, and I was like, I started walking the other side of the ring and I was like, shit, I don't think I hit that person. I really hope I didn't hit that person.
Dude, my favorite spot, like one of my favorites ones that you can't see because it was off camera because there's such fucking clusterfuck going on, was like I took a cutter on the floor from fucking Primer.
You
But
hear
we were
the
off
song
camera.
and call it too.
Yeah, we were off camera, and probably one of the best cutters I took on the floor, and it fucking sucked. But it's like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it look nice. And like watching it back, you just see me walking off camera and taking it. I'm like, you fucking stupid fuck. You should have been at least.
Listen, Paul did his best with 6 dudes. Just
No, like Paul was. You could see Paul being pissed because he's like,
When the hell?
You can see,
he's
'cause,
like
yeah,
trying to
'cause every time he looks one way, another one of us is doing something like more epic, you know?
When the hell did you take a cutter on the floor?
it was towards the end.
You didn't see it.
It was towards the end where you
Oh,
ate
sure.
through the chairs. You didn't see it because it was off camera.
No.
But
Oh,
Primer
that's right. Because JP
Yeah.
pile drived me and Dylan ate the wall and you ate.
and
a
I ate the
cutter.
cutter. Yeah.
That's
my favorite.
right.
Is how it's called by Ben. Pile driver on the chairs.
Hey.
Holy fucking shit! He's so drunk, dude.
Hey,
He's so drunk,
hey,
dude.
Big Cat.
Hmm.
You wanna love me now? Did you ever actually watch my edit of the video?
If it's your edit, it must be my edit.
No, it's my edit.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
There's
There
your
it
cutter
is.
on the
Yeah,
floor.
there you go.
I
I
just
from your mom.
I love how you know what I
I
realized.
think this is one of the cameras. I think this is one because my mom had 2 cams going that day.
I
I
love
think
how
this is one of them.
I had the axe in my hand.
Yeah, and the
fully
foam
plastic.
fake
and
axe,
I
and you
I
took
tried
it and
to
tried
vision
to
you.
try it. Yeah,
because it was just a offensive tactic to get you like
Such
it
a
was the
shit
thing.
match.
Because the thing was, it was a flimsy axe too. So you started doing it, and I literally like grabbed it to sell it, but in actuality, I was just holding it stiff.
I
So
would
it
have been
looked
like,
like
dude,
it was
if
doing something.
If you had a gig, it would have been.
Oh, I
brilliant.
would have.
Oh,
If
that's so
we could have
fucking
gotten
funny.
color, I would have done it.
Because
Didn't
people would have
Randy,
been like,
didn't
how-
Randy tell us
We
no
couldn't
on
get
color?
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
we wanted color, and he said no.
They didn't want us to go out in the crowd the way we did because they were just like, because this was like a very non-wrestling crowd because of the fundraiser.
Yeah, we
We
couldn't get
still went
color.
all over the place, terrifying the shit out of people. Look at that,
Nothing happened. You just
Dude,
sat
oh, no.
flat.
Nothing.
Didn't
Look.
go through the chairs.
Yeah.
My body should have went through all those chairs and they didn't.
No, the close up one is so much worse.
Like I should have went through those chairs, and then I'm like, "Are you
I
kidding
love
me?"
what my favorite part is that when I land, and
I
there's
start
no-
separating the,
the
chairs.
chairs started to break away, so there was nothing there. So I just
Because I knew he wasn't going
back.
to count the pin. And I was like, "Oh, we gotta move these chairs."
Yeah.
Freaking Greenleaf, you could tell half that match is like, what are you idiots doing?
I gotta
The
buy
far
me those
shot,
chairs.
the far shot makes it look devastating. It's the close up that's a little
I feel like the whole theme of this entire match pretty much like came about by just begging and pleading for a group of autistic kids to just go around and just fuck around each other, let out all of our emotional trauma, and we just did it inside of a wrestling.
Is that what we were supposed to do in that match? Because man, I think we need to run something back real quick because I didn't do half of that.
I still remember like we're calling shit. Well, this is this fucking street fight.
we got like 3 spots in, and then somebody
just
was like,
beat each other with shit. I'm like, okay, whatever.
It was this one.
Exactly. It's that one right fucking down there. Down there.
Guys, Colin, we're just gonna hit each other's shit. And Primer goes, yeah, that sounds good. And Lee's like, yeah. And I'm just like, okay, bye.
What's the story?
Oh shit. So speaking of stories, though, we got from the
good
Bleacher
segue.
Oh, we have more news, don't we?
Yeah, we have a lot of fucking news.
We only got 3 news segments out of like 12.
We got a fuckload.
13. Do you have the Ric Flair thing that just happened?
No.
So 13.
Oh, wonderful.
What happened with Ric Flair?
I mean, it's not anything that's like that we're gonna sit and talk about for a long time, but Flair made this announcement. There seems to be some disconnect. This isn't about Wendy or anybody in my family. This is about a guy who owes me money from a business arrangement 20 years ago. I mean, literally a $2 million business deal. I think about it every day. People always assume that with me, it has something to do with a woman. In this case, it absolutely does not. I would drop his name, but then I would have another lawsuit. I already lost one to him because I couldn't afford to fight the insurance company. And this is
he talking about Tony?
This is playing off of I've laughed, cried, and thought I'm so disappointed in one person that has let me down, and I gave my life to. I mean, literally sacrificed millions to support her. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you, Jimmy V, for giving me the inspiration.
Is he talking about Tony?
That was the first one, and then this was the backlash one. But don't know.
Because he had a deal with Tony
20 years ago.
Oh, 20 years ago. Okay, never mind.
And he already had one lawsuit with him because I would have another lawsuit. I already lost one to him because I couldn't afford to fight the insurance company. So nobody knows.
Maybe WCW related.
Hogan.
Maybe nobody knows who it is because Flair didn't actually come out and say.
No, because
Flair, like at first I thought
it was Raw.
I don't know.
He was wrestling on WWE in 2004.
Huh. At first, I thought he was like possibly talking about Tony because I know that they had that fucking like drink sponsor, whatever, and that just basically went away. So I didn't know, but that's 20 years ago. So yeah, it's not that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It.
I wonder if it's McMahon.
Maybe
must be McMahon. Yeah.
I don't know because he didn't say. So the news outlets are literally all covering like Ric Flair names Mysterious Man and owing him $2 million or some shit. But then it's going off of this, which is literally like halfway through. I mean, literally sacrificed millions to support her. And then same day has nothing to do with a woman. I promise. This has everything to do with a business and nothing to do with a woman. And everybody's like, she literally fucking said that.
I wonder if he's talking about supporting his daughter.
I don't know. I just, it was
cool.
Ric Flair news that popped up.
I saw that earlier and I just kind of didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah,
I read it while we were at Texas Roadhouse waiting to get seated.
That's weird. Huh. Well, maybe the more shit will come out eventually.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it was with something with Vince. Yeah, but anyways, so the Bleacher Report of they're talking about their report of the best storylines for WWE and AEW of 2024, and this was kind of fascinating to look at, to read about. They had number 8 at Morgan's Revenge Tour. Yeah, I could see that, like what they were doing with her. You know, she put Rhea Ripley on the shelf basically twice, both by accident.
Literally by accident. It's like
literally by accident.
You couldn't perfect making the storyline if she didn't get injured.
Right. And it's like, I think the first time was an accident was the wasn't it the wall? She got thrown into the wall.
Elbow. It was like her elbow or something. Yeah.
Yeah, thrown into the wall and broke her elbow, and then the other one was actually kind of Rhea's fault. I think it was the headbutt that broke the socket in her fucking left eye.
Yep. Start doing the undashing gimmick all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, it's undashing Rhea Ripley.
Yo, she looked good in that mask though, especially the like.
I'm surprised she's not still wearing it. Yeah, the
that was very quick of her.
And it was saying it was based off on her husband's gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can say is if she showed up and it was like painted red and had the broken horn like Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, the fanboys would have went insane.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't the same person who designed Brace.
Brace.
The one, it was the one that designed the mask for her. So yeah, I can see that. Liv Morgan's shit. New Day, I don't really see that as the top fucking storyline of 2024, but I mean,
I don't think there's enough.
Yeah,
Brian Zane Brian Zane did his top 8 because he does the top 8 every year, like best things that happen in wrestling. He actually deleted one of his top 8s to come back and put this in because this is like this happening was insane. Like no one saw this happening. So
I like how they're talking about like the kind of like Kofi's kind of going along with it and doesn't really not 100% supporting it, but like kind of like having Xavier Woods like kind of lead the way, and like somebody brought it up with the their glass gear with Goku and Goku Black with their shit. So it's like it's kind of him like not really being a bad guy, more kind of like confused of the situation type thing, and having Xavier Woods kind of leading the charge. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see kind of like a flip and have Kofi versus Woods down the road.
Possible.
And then we have Bryan Danielson's last shot, which was the basically saying that he's retired, going to be retiring soon, and having those last few moment matches that were pretty dope.
Ugh. The reason I'm ughing is because he shouldn't have lost to Moxley.
Nope. Well,
they could have used that to put over a young talent.
Well,
when you
start losing feelings in your fingers tips, I think it's time for you to.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. Is they could have put over someone like, I'm just gonna throw a name out there just because it's the first one I'm thinking of. What about like someone like Takeshita? Take a shit. I blame Cornette for that one.
Well,
but no, imagine. But something like that. Imagine putting like a young, good-looking heel over like that. And
right.
all of a sudden, like, you got something, Well, but Tony doesn't know how to book. So
I was gonna say, look what they did with fucking what's his face that used to be in stable with MJF. I can't remember what his name is, but he was super over, and then they freaking killed it.
Oh, Wardlow.
Wardlow, yeah.
Yeah, Wardlow was mad over. Then they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna stop booking you for 6 months." Then he came back and tried to do the same thing, and the fans are like, "Who are you? Why do we care?"
Yeah, exactly.
And also, Wardlow can't cut a promo.
No, he can't. Bloodline is not like they've had some ups and downs with the Bloodline with Jimmy and Jay, like continuously, like, oh, we're here now, we're not here, now we're in, now we're not here,
now we're gone.
Yeah, it's shit like that. But the storyline, I dig the multiple year storyline.
Two things out of that entire feud saga, everything that has happened that may have ruined it from being like the best. Jimmy and Jay's match at Mania
was so shit.
Garbage.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Garbage.
It was so bad.
I'm gonna super kick you. No, I'm gonna super kick you.
That match should have been some sort of like no rules hardcore, like the street fight, a Samoan street fight, like something like along those lines.
Yeah,
and it probably would have produced something better. The other part of the whole saga was having, and I love Punk to death because I'm a big Punk fan. Punk and Bronson had absolutely no reason to be a part of it. No. I can see and understand why they have him with Heyman doing whatever they're going to do in the future with all of that. Bronson literally was just like they literally drew from a deck and was like, here, like throw this card, and this is what you get. There was no reason for him to
at
be
least-
in that, and now he's injured. Now he's out for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because if he wasn't a part of it, he would be on the top of the world by the end of this year. Or
You know, I was thinking about this today. Imagine if WWE, first of all, if they were not stupid about this, imagine if Samoa Joe was actually a free agent right now. Could you imagine? Like
They wouldn't book him.
Oh, Jacob Fatu. They probably wouldn't. But imagine like, oh yeah, you guys got Jacob Fatu. It's all right. We got ourselves a badass Samoan too, and all of a sudden Joe's music hits.
Only reason why they wouldn't book him is because of his concussions. That's why they wouldn't book him. That's the main reason why he went to AEW, because he was stuck as a commentator for WWE because of his concussions.
What was it? Mania was like his last
and he was clear. I think it was cleared for Mania, and then went into Mania and had another concussion. So they nicked him.
See, but the thing is that Joe has reinvented himself and has run with multiple titles in the opposing company, because Joe, it's not entirely on Joe that he couldn't like get out of commentating and he kept getting concussions, because Vince wouldn't let Joe reinvent himself. Vince wanted the same Joe that came into the company when Joe originally came into the company, doing all the stupid shit that Joe was doing when he came into the company. Now Joe went to AEW and reinvented himself and changed the way he was working,
Right.
and has won multiple titles, worked some, pretty decent to some really good matches over in AEW, because he was actually able to reinvent himself and his moveset to account for the amount of injuries and such that Joe has had. Because Joe is fucking just as old as Styles, just as old as, Balor, just as old as Bryan. All these guys are all came up and around the same time. They're all starting to deal with the wear and tear coming into their, late 30s or, mid 30s into their 40s. They're all dealing with the wear and tear that wrestling has on you. And Vince didn't want Joe to change. Vince wanted to keep putting Joe against guys like Lesnar, guys like Strowman, the guys that would the only thing they could do was just manhandle Joe and throw him around. And that's not, Joe can't do that. Joe has to, at this point, he has to work as a tank. He has to work as I stand here and you try to bump me and I take like 2 bumps for you, and the rest of the time I beat the shit out of you. And if he works
TNA,
like that,
Samoa Joe.
if he were,
that's how I have to work.
Yeah, you work
That's how
like
I work.
that. You avoid having to deal with all the injuries and the concussions and stuff, because he's just able to reinvent himself. And he had to leave WWE to do that, because Vince they wouldn't let him do that. Now with H in charge, I wouldn't be surprised if Joe ended his career out over in WWE. If H would have him back, I
Samoa
would
Joe
not.
versus CM Punk at WWE level. Oh my gosh.
Would not
that's
put
funny.
it past Joe to return to WWE, because that was Joe's home. The only reason he left is because he was a commentator, because he couldn't stop getting concussions, because he had to keep working the same style he had been working for fucking 15 years. Because if he tried changing it, you'd get bitched at.
I tried to book, and I completely agree with you, not trying to change the subject, but I literally tried to book a flight to Wembley just to watch Samoa Joe versus CM Punk, because how big that fucking match was. And oh my god, it was expensive. That's why I didn't go.
Totally off topic, but breaking news is, and it's whoever who cares. Danhausen returned to ROH, the show in the final battle, and he did the fucking Sting thing where he rolls out from underneath the ring and he's wearing a mask that has his face paint on it.
Danhausen mask,
and then he pulls off the mask and it's just Danhausen. And I'm like, what in the hell is this?
Hello, I'm Dan Sting.
I would love
literally like
I would love for somebody to one day take that gimmick but have 2 masks on. You pull the first one off.
Smiley does that.
Smiley does. Yeah,
Smiley does that. Smiley has 2 different masks.
That's fucking awesome. You pull the first one off, and then there's another one, and you're like,
Smiley would be good to have on the fucking podcast.
On it.
Sorry. I completely off topic since we're off topic real quick before we get back to this list. I know that I've shit on them before on the podcast, and I'm going to again because I got distracted by it and it's bugging me. Cage Match needs to update their shit.
Cage Match is the Wikipedia.
I'm not even on Cage Match.
By anyone.
I'm not even on Cage Match.
Why?
I think Little Joe updates ours.
Why?
Cage Match only.
Why? Okay,
is
for
updated by the
starters,
people.
you guys aren't SNW tag team champions anymore, and it still lists you guys as SNW.
Yeah,
tag team champions.
it's only
Hold on.
Second,
Hold the fucking
second.
second.
Technically, we are still.
Yes, we
Technically,
are.
we are still SNW tag team champions.
Okay, that's fine. But secondly, why the fuck is the Wild listed as the forever SNW champions? Motherfucker, I relinquished the title to you. The Seawolves won those titles to begin with. Why is the Wild listed as the forever champions as if you fuckers put in the work to win them?
Technically,
The
we
Seawolves
did.
won them first.
We've
We
had some
defended them
matches.
twice.
We defended them
Why
twice.
are we yelling?
I didn't even lose my title to you. I relinquished it in this photo, for that matter.
If it
This
wasn't
is
for
the night I gave it to you.
You know what? I think Andy's right about who updates ours like collectively, because I'm looking at matches that are on my most recent and I'm realizing who was there for those matches that would have actually put them down on my own cage match. So.
And also, why is Dylan the only one with like an external link on his account?
right,
Like
I don't even have one.
Me and Kat don't have one.
I don't have one.
Y'all have his
I guess-
You're the only person that has the external link that has your stuff listed. Me and Kat, don't have one.
I got to do
Look
that.
at this
but-
bullshit, though. With the Wild. Look at this. Look at this. The Wild. Dylan Nix and Tyler Adams. Fuckers.
Fuck Levi Spade, I
Fuck
guess.
you.
On the subject.
I know they said you can update it yourself. I just don't know. I haven't put in the time in it.
I've looked.
Yeah, it's literally a Wikipedia.
I've looked a few times. I can't figure out how to, because I would update mine, but and I've looked a few times and I can't figure out how to.
Mine's mostly like all my hardcore stuff, like and just random things here and there.
There's got to be like someone updating it, because like the SNW Gemini division that match is on there, but then it's got like, you know, Stormy Savage defeats Dylan Nix at the fair show. I mean,
yeah,
like,
the last Seawolves match that's listed is ours against
Actually,
POS.
you know what? I don't know who is updating mine, because little Joey was not around at any point of this time, so I don't know who the hell is updating my shit.
And
the last Seawolves match was us against POS listed.
Plus,
too.
there's not a single Vacation Land show on this entire thing.
Good. Why would you want one?
Exactly. But
Like,
I had good
my-
matches there, unfortunately.
my Danny Adam match is on here, and
I'd no lie go back and rewatch you against Sakura. That is the one match from Vacation Land that I no lie I do go back and rewatch that match.
Me versus Wesley Pipes was a fucking great
But
match.
you versus dude, I'm so glad I was out for that match. I'm so glad I was your manager for that match. Because that match was so good.
Yeah, it was a great match. That's what's still top 5 favorites right there. That still number 1 is very hard to beat. It's me and Eric at Crown.
Levi,
That's
What?
one of my
What did
favorite
I do?
matches.
I hated the fucking Akira match.
What? It's a good match.
No, it's not.
You got the
Are you
shit
blind?
kicked out. You got
Are
the
you
shit kicked out of you. It's a good match.
Oh, fuck you. That's why it was a good match. Fuck you.
I get to sit there and watch Akira beat the hell out of you for 15 minutes. It's
I
great.
rolled
Was
up-
that the screwdriver one?
There was a lot of
yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled
That
up
was
to the
rough to
venue.
watch.
I rolled up to the venue and Scotty Sarita's sitting in the passenger seat in the car next to me. And I just look over and Akira looks at me and he just like does like one of these and just goes, "All right, we can work with this." And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" like, excuse me? And then I was like, "Yeah, so I thought we could do this." And then he's just like, "Yeah, no, we're just gonna do this." I'm like, okay.
And the shovel spot, watching
Dude.
him beat the hell out of you with the snow shovel.
And then takes it and puts it in the fucking brim of my mouth, and the bottom of my tongue got fucked on that.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I did gussets, and I was like, "Yeah, just put one in the chest, and we'll call it good." Yeah, no, just hammer fisted the shit in
Oh
me.
my
And I'm like,
gosh.
why do I hate my life? Now I'm over here doing it all the time. And
There's a reason. There's a reason Akira won. There's a reason Akira won Slave to the Death match out here a couple months ago.
Main event wrestling matches aren't on here either.
Nope.
Yeah. It's weird how selective it is, especially
Yeah.
for all of us.
I'm gonna see how to update it tonight.
That's
See if
what I
can
mean.
update
I've looked. I've looked. I've been like, man, if I could figure out how to update this, I would update it with all of my shit. Like I'd update the Seawolves. Another random tangent I was just thinking about earlier because I was looking up titles. Because I was looking up. I wish you guys were more into the 2K games because I think it would be. I think it'd be so cool if we got a custom per sessions title, and we did 2K matches to determine the champion, and we did like a Patreon, like
on the podcast.
Yeah, like a Patreon, or like a Twitch stream only because I do streaming too, so I could stream this and we could do partner stuff, but like or like Patreon shows where we play like a 2K, we play 2K matches, and whoever wins gets kind of like what Up Down Down does.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing that, except for I would have to buy 2 belts because I'm not fucking shipping a belt to you every fucking time you win. I would have you like, okay, Levi, this is your belt to keep. Whenever you win,
every time I win, you guys wouldn't be able to beat me. I just buy the title myself.
Okay,
I'd buy the title myself and keep it.
Okay.
Because I literally was looking up custom titles earlier, and there was. I wonder if I can find it again. While
Chad Epic does them.
He does.
See,
I think it's this.
I want to do when we have like actual money, but Ring Wars stole the idea. They didn't steal the idea. They just had it. What?
What's money?
So
what's money exactly? If this podcast ever got big enough, I wanted to do the same thing that Ring Wars does, but have like a per sessions of like who we get to pick. And then the winner of like kind of like do like a tournament, kind of like a Vacation Land Cup, except for it'd be all random. So whoever was in it, like kind of what Luke does when he runs shows, he just throws everybody in a hat and like, you're having a match with this person.
Yeah, that's always interesting.
Yeah. Do the same thing, but do it for the winner, and whoever wins, they have an opportunity to challenge for any belt in the state of Maine. So it could be literally a crown guy going against the Limitless Wrestling Championship or shit like that.
That'd be funny as hell.
Oh, it would be hilarious because they'd be jobbed right out.
So during COVID, I did the COVID Cup is what I called it, and it was basically it was basically a tag team tournament. And what I did is I just put like the tag teams up on Twitter and said, "Hey guys, vote for your favorite." Just everyone on Twitter. I would tag like the Sea Stars, like Ashley and Delmy versus like Bear Country. Now it'd probably be different, and the Sea Stars actually ended up winning it. I actually ended up buying a little trophy and sent it down to him. Ashley took a shot of tequila out of it.
That's dope.
I
have the video on Twitter.
Maybe we'll
Twitter
do that for Patreon members. We'll do a special fucking video game 2K shit like that.
I'm telling you, it'd be a hit. I'm also low key just realizing that I forgot to edit my match from last week, so I'm gonna quickly upload that so we can watch it later.
Okay, well
it's just gonna be the far cam footage though, because I don't have the close-up cam.
That's all good. Let's finish this list because we got so much fucking news to go through.
Dude, it looks
Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. That was a great fucking storyline.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
On the tier.
Yeah. This one I'm on the fence with. Yeah. Just because they kept on switching heel and babyface like the whole fucking time, and I did not like that. The cage match was dumb and rough to watch at the same time.
I'm gonna shove a needle through your mouth. Yeah, that's freaking a thing.
And then some guy tried to sue that because apparently that's his thing. It's like, oh, that's what I do.
there's people now trying to, and this isn't just happening in the wrestling industry. This is happening in the video game industry, trying to trademark specific types of actions, or in the wrestling case, moveset, like, or just a style or act of performing something. So, like, the fact that, like, you know, everyone could just trademark their own shit.
It's fucking stupid.
You can get sued for doing anything.
Nintendo did that.
Suplexes.
I'm trademarking the pile driver.
Nintendo did that to Pal World. They trademarked throwing the Pokeball.
And so I haven't played Pal World since before that ever happened. So, like, I saw a video that literally it doesn't throw.
This pops out now. Yeah,
I'm like, those motherfuckers did it.
It's the dumbest fucking thing. The dumbest fucking thing. Trademarking throwing a ball for something coming out.
Now it opens up the eyes for any game company to take anything that any style, motion. It could be a motion, it could be a gameplay style, anything. And just trademark it as their own. Right,
exactly.
Like, Bethesda out here is going to be trademarking glitches, so nobody's allowed to have glitches. They're going to have to make perfect games. EA is going to trademark microtransactions, and then it might actually save the universe.
Good. No, hold on. If EA wants to trademark microtransactions so no one else can have them, I'm fucking on board with it.
I think that's the dumbest thing too. Oh my gosh, that is the dumbest thing too. Like when they started doing that. Do you guys remember? Because I thought of because people are pissed. I know we're getting off of fucking wrestling shit, but people were pissed about the creators of Baldur's Gate, because he's basically like came out and said that we're DLC and shit like that's free, like it's supposed to be, and all this shit, like, and all these companies are getting pissed off at him because it's like, no, we're supposed to be money bags. We're supposed to fucking take money from consumers. Dude, you're making us look bad.
Baldur's Gate, Larian, the creators of Baldur's Gate, people are like, so when's the DLC? And they're like, there's not going to be any. We don't want to work with Hasbro again, because I guess Hasbro was such a pain in the dick to work with. They're like, we're good.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I was looking forward to that because they said that all the DLC was going to be for free, shit like that.
But we got to fix Karlach.
Do you guys remember? They used to be when you bought video games. They used to be shit. It was the that too. But you bought a video game. You bought another package on top of that. Completely, it just spaced out now. What it used to be called. But you used to be able to. It's like, okay, you can either buy the DLC separate, or you buy this package and you get all the DLC for free. So it's like you buy the game and then you spend another $25. Season pass. That's what it is, right there.
Yeah.
And
before it was all on digital.
Game companies were just making season passes and not putting out DLCs.
Yeah.
So
Call of Duty.
I'll be honest. What I normally would wait for is like I'll use Fallout for the example here. I would buy Fallout when it would come out, but I wouldn't buy any of the DLC. What I would do is I'd wait for the Game of the Year edition.
Yep.
That's another way.
As a big Fallout nerd, I would always buy the Game of the Year edition. Always. Like Fallout 4,
then I would just
it came. It day one was they had a Game of the Year edition version the day of. So I bought it, installed it, and then whenever their first DLC came out, which was
it Far Harbor?
Far Harbor, yeah. Far Harbor. I already had it. I never had to pay for any additional stuff, and everything all the way up.
So I do have to admit, as someone who's lived in Boston and as someone who's lived in Bar Harbor, it's real fun to walk around the game and actually know all the sites that I know. I'm like,
that's what I love.
So actually, I got real weird side here. So when you walk down the Freedom Trail down Tremont Street in Fallout 4, at the end of Tremont Street is Charles Street, and you can take, or is Boylston actually, I should say. You can take the left. You can take the left onto Boylston. There's a wall full of debris. You can't go any further. But literally, that's where the hotel I worked at was.
That's funny.
Yeah, Kat, you are driving me absolutely bananas tonight. You're adorable. Get the hell out of here.
And pussy's interrupting.
That's Bellatrix.
All right, get to the next one. Tony Storm. I'm not big fan of it, but
I
it's
feel like
not.
Tony Storm is AEW's R-Truth now at this point.
Yeah.
Given recent events.
Yo, this whole thing where she has amnesia and completely forgot she's been signed to AEW this whole time. I'm actually kind of on board with it.
That what's going on?
Yeah.
So
dude,
basically,
I saw
he's-
headlines. I didn't actually read the articles, but I saw headlines and I kind of was like, I was like, what the fuck?
she
Yeah,
can't.
has
So when
no
she,
idea.
she dropped the timeless gimmick. It came back the last show as Tony Storm, the punk rocker with the glasses and the makeup and everything. And she's like, they interviewed her. They're like, Tony, welcome back. She's like, what do you mean, welcome back? I just signed. This is my first show. This is great. I'm happy to be all elite and da da da. And you can just see the interviewer just kind of looking at her like, are you okay?
Did she get hit in the head really hard in the hardcore match and they're trying to play off of that or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She was gone for a little bit.
She's a good wrestler. Like Matt would be on that, and then Cody finished the story. Obviously, number one. Yeah, that was a fucking banger. But
I feel like I just have to throw out there. I feel like fuck the Paige Strickland story. I feel like Judgment Day should have been on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the Paige Strickland story should not have been on there. I feel like the Judgment Day story should have been on there.
They probably had to throw some AEW stuff on there. So
yeah, they had to be nice.
Get all butthurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I get two words for him. And.
So we talked about this last show.
Did you watch the press conference?
That's what's going to be on here.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, that's what's on here.
They milked it. Was
So
we
talked about this last show
about this though. If Gunther does end up across the ring from him, I cannot wait to watch Logan Paul get the living fucking hell kicked out of him.
So we talked about this last show. He on his podcast said that he retired. He's a family man, whatever. So I'm wondering if he was in contract signing or if WWE's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Here's some money. Shut the fuck up. Like you're still here. We need you.
Or a straight troll move.
Or troll.
What did I say last week? No one retires from wrestling.
Yeah.
Ask Johnny Primer.
So he cut a promo on the WWE Netflix, and
I love Primer. I'm just messing.
Yeah, I know. Cut a promo on WWE Netflix saying that he's like the first WWE Monday Night Raw pick, and this is what he had to say. Clip Logan Paul Netflix.
Yeah, it was out of order.
Yeah, it's out of order.
I'm here to say that it is officially
That's
time
not
to
it.
put on the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster.
You're fucking this up, Jamie.
I fucked it up.
All right, pause it on your end. Pause it on your end. I got it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Let me get it. Hold on. Let me do it. Pause it on your end.
Yeah.
I put it in stage for a reason there, JP.
Don't you do this professionally?
Wow.
Not this way.
What a beautiful moment, y'all. We're all so blessed to be here.
I put it on stage so that it would be easier for you.
Oh my gosh, so many beautiful people.
The podcast.
Well, most of you anyway. What was that? Please contain your excitement, guys. I'm just excited to be a part of WWE's move to Netflix. What an honor, because I don't know if you follow me. I've been chilling, guys. I've been kicking my feet up. I've been hanging at home, and check this out. You like this? I've been watching a lot of Monday Night Raw.
No, you haven't.
I've been watching a lot of Friday Night SmackDown, all the PLEs, the premium live events. Paul, you guys have outdone yourself. The product right now is amazing. Absolutely incredible. And guys, getting to watch my peers wrestle week in and week out is what truly made me realize how much better I am than everyone. Look. I will stay humble, but I am the best athlete in this arena. I was the greatest United States champion of all time. Every single one of my matches is a banger. think about it. Mike Tyson wants to fight me. Conor McGregor wants to fight me. Of course they do. A payday with the Paul brother is a bucket list item for most all of these washed up fighters.
A payday? You mean you paying off all the fucking judges
And I don't
refs
blame
when you
them.
win
Because
every
right
goddamn
now,
fight?
my life is like a highway of opportunities. And I can drive in whatever lane I goddamn please. So, the best part of being me is that I get to do what I love. And I love this sport. So, here's a message to the entire WWE roster. Everyone watching back there, everyone watching at home, because I know you're watching. If you have something that I want, I'm gonna take it. I'm not asking permission. I am gonna take it from you. And I know some of y'all in the crowd, some of you at home are saying, oh, Logan Paul's a bully. I see this narrative online. I can see it in your faces right now. Y'all look like cowards. You're pathetic. Logan Paul's a bully. Yeah, I am a bully. And the WWE is my playground.
Homeboy makes me want to sleep.
So look.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Were we still
I'm not here to
listening
take part. I'm here to take over. Your approval means nothing to me. Whether you love me, whether you hate me,
crowd, from
I
now
don't
on,
care,
every time
'cause
Logan
you're
Paul
still
starts
watching.
speaking, start doing the
And you
Stone
will
Cold
stay
thing.
watching because you are a spectator and I am a star.
They're trying to.
And I promise, everyone in the crowd right now, everyone watching at home, you are looking at the future WWE World Champion, and his name is Logan Paul.
Also, I'm sorry. I don't know how long it's been since McGregor stepped into a ring, but if Conor McGregor stepped into an octagon across from you, Logan, he would beat your fucking ass.
I'm pretty sure he's canceled, so probably we'll never see that. So
maybe not, because he's come out and said that those allegations weren't true. But then again, it was proven in court that it was. So So I don't know, but yeah, Logan Paul's back.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't see the whole Kevin Owens type shit that was going on, it was Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes at Saturday night main event. And at the end of the match, which you can see, I guess Cody needs some time off because they gave him a package pile driver.
It was so pretty. It was a pretty one.
Also, didn't know this. I was actually looking up this up. If you look at Cody's hands, he was actually doing the Pentagon fucking symbol on his hands. Yeah.
No, he was T-Rexing it. He was doing the like he got a concussion.
Well, yeah, but there's photos of him doing the Pentagon fucking what the Pentagon does for the hand. It's hand motion.
I don't know why this made me think about this, but did anybody see in the Bloodline cage match when Sammy and whichever one it was doing the handshake? I think it was Jay.
Yeah, Jay was doing it on the ground.
Yeah, Jay was lying on the ground in the corner and they're doing the handshake, and Jay's just sitting there going.
So, what they talked about with the whole thing that was going on was Triple H and Kevin Owens actually getting into it at the end of that. That looked kind of real,
dude. It did too. Like, you don't even catch it right here at the beginning. It's so quick.
The thing is, I first of all, it'd be cool to see H wrestle another match, but he can't.
I mean, his heart will.
So
yeah.
I forgot to pull this clip for tonight, but on the Bully Ray's podcast, they were talking about this, and they said the best way for Kevin Owens to take this a step further is get in the ring with Triple H, not in a match, but like one-on-one conversation, maybe even like Triple H even apologizing because he fucking like throat punched him basically, and
How?
Ow!
I said.
Oh,
sorry.
ow! I said how? I'm like, how? You just fucking watched him do it. And
This thing is out.
Yeah. And have Triple H do some kind of like apology, whatever, and have Kevin Owens say, I accept your apology, and fucking package pile drive Triple H.
Bro, I think, oh god, that'd be dangerous.
It would be dangerous, but he would go over extremely as heel.
Would that be the new era variation of Orton doing the punt?
Pretty much.
The pile driver is a bad move. Remember this.
Yes, the pile driver is a bad. Yeah. The only time we've seen a pile driver, and the longest time was with Shawn Michaels and John Cena when their match. When Shawn did it to, I think he did it to John on the steps, and then Punk did it to Cena. Then Punk did it in a random WWE Monday Night Raw.
It was a Raw, yeah.
Which was hilarious because right after Cena did a fucking Hurricanrana.
Yeah, that was when he was trying to like evolve the 5 moves of doom, and he's just doing second rope like leg drops, like shit.
Yeah, it's just random shit. So it's like, oh, the fucking Punk just pulled out a banned move, and then all of a sudden Cena just Hurricanrana out of fucking nowhere. Sucked it up. No sense. But yeah, the way that they're setting, I love how they're setting this up because not only it's a banned move, they're showing it why it's a banned move. They're literally taking people out fucking out of injury. I don't know if it's actually storyline or not, but Randy Orton was actually hurt from the pile driver. Is what they claimed.
Jesus Christ! Well, he had double fusion neck surgery, so probably fucking tweaked him.
Yeah, I think they said they actually tweaked him. And if you do watch that pile driver, when he lands, when he bounces, his head bounces off of Kevin Owens' leg after the bounce. So he bounces, takes it, and then the second bounce, you can see his neck fucking twist. So he might actually be out with injury from that. Jeez. But just to add that on to it, like if they keep this up, I think that's like really good because I think they're building 2 extreme heels that the company desperately needs. Mm-hmm. They have Kevin Owens on SmackDown and Drew McIntyre on Raw.
Yeah.
And I think if they keep on building this up, they're gonna have 2 extreme heels that they can keep everything fresh, continuing on. Because like we talked about this in the private chat, Cody is when he was chasing, he was great, and now as the champion, it's kind of dry.
Right.
And even the fans he needs heel. Well, even the fans are kind of like, we're kind of done seeing Cody as champion. So seeing that shit, I like I said, I even said this in the chat. I see Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes at Mania, and having Kevin go over, and then having Cody go on that chase again. So
it's really weird, Michael.
Would you let me fucking set this shit up? Damn it!
It was already set to preview. I also couldn't see the thumbnail. It said card image, so I thought it was like corrupted. I just wanted to see if it was
So Kevin Owens wasn't invited to this Netflix special. The press conference. I think it's also funny that he's carrying around the winged eagle belt from Saturday Night Main Event.
It just keeps carrying it.
He just keeps carrying around. They're doing shit with that too, which is hilarious. So he interrupts.
I still love that belt.
I know, I do too. He interrupts the press conference to put on his own shit. Now you can play it.
The true rightful WWE champion doesn't even get invited to this giant press conference. How does that work? How is it that the true WWE champion has to sneak in, terrible security in this building, by the way, and steal a microphone?
Because it's all indie guys.
I belong here.
We're in Connecticut.
I am your WWE champion.
I know half of them.
So first off, I'm really confused that you're not doing this in a car out in the parking lot like a bum. But with that,
the microphone wouldn't reach all the way here, okay?
But Kevin, you're being delusional.
How dare you call me a bum? I'm dressed to the nines again for you.
Look what he's wearing in the thumbnail.
I have to go. I'm not done talking. You want me to go? Okay, I'll go. I just need to tell you. December 26th, my first show as WWE Champion in Jacksonville.
No, his mic got cut.
Yeah.
I did want to say you're delusional because you're not really the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the man who dumped Cody Rhodes on his head after Cody beat him in the main
Cole's
event
got a lot of
at Saturday
balls.
night's main event.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of balls, dude.
Yeah, he does.
For talking shit from the podium.
Say it to my face, Michael Cole.
Yeah, you pile driver, Michael Cole.
So actually, speaking of this whole pile driving thing, I was listening to the Stevie Richards podcast today, right? And one of the things he said, he's like, "What if you want Owens to get over as a mad heel? One of the most evil things he could do is pile drive a ref. Now, not any particular ref,
Charles Robbins.
Jessica.
Oh.
No, Jessica Demain, the female ref, the blonde one. Now, she was a worker, so she could take a pile driver. But could you imagine KO just picking her up for a package pile driver, just nailing her? The crowd would be like, holy shit.
That would
he's
be
an
the
asshole.
equivalent of Orton punting Stephanie.
Exactly.
Like,
Ooh. Pile package driver on fucking Cody Rhodes' wife.
On Brandy?
Brandy. She's a worker.
She works.
Yeah.
She'd take it.
Oh, that would be. Ooh.
Did
That
Levi
would
just
build.
fall asleep?
That would definitely fucking build it.
No, he's doing Levi things.
Yeah, he's doing Levi things.
Sorry, what?
You look like you fell asleep.
I love it
No,
how
no,
you're
no,
part
no.
of this
I'm
fucking
doing something on
podcast
my
and you're
phone.
doing your own shit. Like fucking.
You know what, motherfucker? I work.
I love it how you didn't take
I
a shift
work-
off of work to be on this podcast and you've been fucking
I didn't
sitting on
take
the
a-
sidelines
I
for the
didn't take a
majority of this
shift off
fucking
of work.
podcast.
No. Don't misconcept that. I did not take a shift off of work. I worked this morning. My closing manager called out. I was given the offer of overtime.
And
in
what
which
what'd you
I
tell him?
denied because I had a other job to do, which was this one. And you fuckers are talking about shit, so I don't need to. So I'm doing other shit.
You could be part of the conversation, fuckface.
No.
I think somebody misses somebody, and this is all frustration out of love.
Yeah, he came home and didn't even say hi to any of us.
Yeah,
Fucking
what a
bitch.
fucking
There
douche.
wasn't any fucking time. I was home for 4 days. If you fuckers would have shilled out another $500, I would have been home an extra day. I would have came and said hi to everybody.
If I knew you were gonna be fucking home, I would have came and seen you.
No. I told every one of you fuckers on this podcast what week I was coming home and when I was home and when I was leaving.
You
No,
said this is when you
told
never said
weeks
you,
in advance.
you never said what
Weeks
day
in
you would
advance.
be there. You just said I'll be here this week.
I told you weeks in advance we were coming Thanksgiving weekend. That was on you fuckers to not plan something.
Mom and Dad are yelling.
Also, fuck you, Dylan.
What?
I don't know. You're just sitting there.
Exactly. I'm being here,
Oh,
just sitting here,
shit.
thinking, like gato, and just chilling.
Go back
So
to your
any-
bullshit.
Anyways, back to my bullshit. So WWE Netflix, the press conference, we've been pulling clips. We got more of the press conference.
Stop
Triple H
living
is
on my mic.
Triple H is basically talking to me or are you talking to Cat?
This one.
Triple H is just explaining of what we can see to come on Netflix.
Are you doing this or am I doing this?
I'll fucking do it. You fucking.
I don't know.
I appreciate all of you being here. It's been an incredible year, and I can't think of a better place to be doing this right now than under the watchful eye of Andre the Giant. This has been an incredible year. Michael Cole said, and keeps saying, unfortunately, Triple H era, it's your era. This is the era of all of you. It's the era of all of you. 24 has been a groundbreaking year. We have set records across the board in everything WWE does, and it is because of the people that are in this building that you're getting a chance to see here today. It is all the employees that work behind the scenes. It is the people that do the production. It is the people that set the travel. It is the people that do everything it takes to make WWE what it is today. It's their era. It is the time of all of us, and it is why records are being set and will continue to be set over and over again. So please, thank everybody here.
Jesus.
I've been fortunate enough to be a part of some pretty spectacular things in this business, some pretty spectacular
I was thirsty. I
eras.
ran
People
out of
bring
drink.
up the Attitude Era a lot around what we do. Sorry if I ruined part of your life. You clearly look like you might have got kicked out of school once or twice because of me. You know when you're a part of it and it is happening, you know when something special is happening. In that time frame, while we were running hard and we were doing everything we were doing, but we knew something pretty special was happening. Right now, something pretty special is happening. The difference this time is, I think, that it is sustainable. It is a global product with a global fan base, with people from all around the world that come together to love what WWE brings them week in and week out. It binds you together. It makes you part of a community. It makes you part of our universe, and I thank you all for that. This time, I can look at the roster that we have and say I have never seen a roster of more talented men and women from top to bottom than we have right now. I have never seen this company have more global appeal than what we have right now. And with NXT and the Performance Center and everything that Shawn Michaels and Matt Bloom and that team down there are creating week in and week out, this is as sustainable as it has ever been. The future is incredibly bright. And now, with the biggest streaming service in the world as our partner, we become bigger than we have ever been before. On January 6th, it is not just the launch of Raw on Netflix. It is a new launch of WWE worldwide. And I promise you, we will bring you the biggest stars, we will bring you the biggest storylines, we will bring you things like you have never seen before. And
That was a video.
Netflix on January 6th is just the start. That officially is the road to
the end of the
WrestleMania
video and
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I can promise you from here to then, this will be like nothing you have ever seen before. So I just want to know one thing. Are you ready? I want to know, is the whole world ready? Then Michael Cole, let's take this thing to a new generation.
So yeah, I can just see it now. We're gonna probably see more like, not like the Attitude Era, but more of a, not like boobies and shit like that all over the place, but more of a kind of like a more violent.
I
What
think it's
Raw
gonna be a
should be.
mix of attitude and aggression
Yeah.
put together in a all ages aspect or
Yeah.
atmosphere.
See, I always said too, like, I think Raw should always be like more adult leaning, whatever, and SmackDown for children type, like shit like that, just to give it
Well,
like
it used to be like in a way.
yeah, that's what it used to be, kind of sorta. And then they also had like for like younger kids, they did have Saturday night. I don't think it was called Saturday night. It was it might have been like Wednesday. Yeah, Yeah, it might have been Saturday Night Heat or whatever. Yeah, that
But
was
if
just
you
more
also
for the younger generation.
If you also notice the first hour of Raw, they would always separate the first hour and the second hour
Yeah.
by a intro, because that second intro was like, hey, put your kids to bed, now we're gonna fuck shit up. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I know we were doing the fucking crotch chop thing, but it just got me. It just reminded me of fucking the gauntlet match from Let's Wrestle, where I got fucking concussed, but I just had to do this fucking.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
He just squashed him like a bug.
Just fucking
It's so subtle.
suck it.
I forgot I was commentating that match.
Oh, I'd like to do another match against Alexander Lee or fucking like me tag with him and
Bro,
keep that fucking history
2025
with each other.
Is the year of the Hardcore Maniac and Hardcore Jesus teaming up, because we got like 3 matches that we're teaming up in over the course of the first quarter. So it's gonna be the Hardcore Maniac Jesus team going around. It's gonna be wild. I'm gonna go get a flannel. I'm gonna go get my black jeans all fixed up. It's just gonna be fucking great.
Do it.
And then we'll both shave our heads. Like, I've already been doing the shaved gimmick now. Like, this is too long already.
Do it. So we got more of the Netflix going on. We got CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
I think I want to spend less time on the details and more on, again, history. This is just what happens when you get 2 guys in the business that,
2 guys, 1 business.
in a way, have no peers.
2 guys, 1 business.
You saw it throughout history when there's 2 guys that are possibly so similar. This is just what happens. You know, the locker room's only so big. It can only fit so many egos. And there's a lot of talented people in the locker room. And a lot of the times, sometimes it comes down to there's only room for one of us. And that's how I view the Seth Rollins CM Punk situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who will face CM Punk, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins.
We don't see if they're getting face to face. I had to cut. Like, of course, can't play that because of fucking, copyright.
The house that I built when you abandoned ship.
Visualize.
Nothing left to say. Who's the bootlicker now, bitch?
Whoa!
Come on. Why you so far back there? Come on.
Close your eyes.
I got nothing left to say. I don't need a mic. I don't need a microphone. We can do this right here, right now. Come on. Who's the bootlicker now?
That's basically it. They got a match that was called for the first show for Netflix on January. A lot of these are going to be, we'll talk about it afterwards, but a lot of this is setting up for that January show. And I know they didn't call it for here, but they had it. Cactus Jack, the rapper, is defending the hardcore title against somebody.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Yep, he's the hardcore champion. So he's going to be defending it that night.
I wish death upon you.
I hope.
I really hope that Mick Foley comes out and beats the shit out of him. That's what I really hope.
I hope they tumble bump his ass off one of those like first floor balconies, like
yes,
off one of the fucking concrete.
Yeah.
We're not that lucky.
Yeah. Welcome
now,
to
if we were
Netflix.
fucking Logan Paul wouldn't still be in this goddamn business. So
Yeah.
I forgot ROH is on tonight.
Oh, it is nice.
Yeah.
Talking about the Danhausen thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I got some results here.
I think you said TNA.
No, he said RH.
No, I said RH.
He
Did
said
he?
RH.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, some quick results. It's not all quite in yet, but Dark Order versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Grizzled Young Veterans went over. Harley Cameron versus Hanako. I have no idea who these people are. Hanako won. United Kingdom beat, or Undisputed Kingdom beat the Infantry. Lee Johnson and El Naduka versus Gates of Agony. Gates of Agony went over. Mansoor beat Atlantis Jr.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's where Danhausen came out.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Atlantis Jr. won that, not Mansoor. I had it backwards. Mark Billington, wasn't he going by Tom Billington? But Mark Billington made his ROH debut. He took on Shibata and lost. QT Marshall versus Jay Lethal. Looks like Jay Lethal won. Red Velvet defends the women's television championship against Layla Hirsch. Hey, Layla. And Velvet kept it. Let's see who else. Lee Moriarty has the Pure Championship. He took on Nigel McGuinness. Oh, shit. I might have to find this match.
Good luck.
And Lee Moriarty kept the belt. Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara beat who we beat here? The Righteous, which is Vincent and Dutch.
I just saw a video in one of my deathmatch groups. I guess there was a barbed wire table. One of them jumped through.
Okay, hold on a second. So for the ROH TV title, you have Brian Cage versus Commander versus Mark Davis versus AR Fox versus Blake Christensen versus Willie Mack. I don't think any of these people deserve a title, but I don't know if I would have put it on Commander, who actually won it.
No beef for Alec Price at all?
I haven't seen either of them. Chris Jericho versus Matt Cardona. It's still updating it. We haven't quite.
That was main. I think that's the main event. So it's probably
that is the main event. I thought. Wait, didn't Ember Moon defend her title against Billy Starks?
Athena.
I have no fucking clue.
Ember Moon. I don't care. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Athena versus Billy Starks. Is that the main event? Because
I think it's in big. I saw it a graphic is like that was the top of the graphic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, there. Well, we got two more.
Levi's in trouble.
I tried to get. Oh.
She didn't try to do shit. In fact, I spent multiple days at her house with her. She didn't try and do shit to get me to come see the rest of you fuckers.
Oh, and we were also invited on Thanksgiving.
We're all in trouble
didn't
now.
Fucking know that. Oh, okay.
In my defense on that one, we had Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving the day before Thanksgiving. Dylan was up at his parents because I had already talked about the fact that we had Thanksgiving planned before Thanksgiving, and you had just recently told us, or at least I had just recently picked up the fact that you currently have another kid on the way, and I didn't figure you were going to drive from Orono down to fucking Alfred, Maine, and then turn around and have to drive home for Thanksgiving the next fucking day.
Hang on, Big Cat. I'm writing down all these excuses.
It's all good. It's fine. I'll just make sure that we're in with.
Hey, and what's your excuse?
We're what? Fucking, you're gonna make sure you learn how to talk before you try and come at me.
I believe it says Nick is when we're in Colorado, we'll not look you up.
Yeah.
Have fun finding your way around here.
We'll just be you for the fucking first month.
Bro, my friend Taro lives in Denver. I'll just call her up.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll get booked for Primos, all three of us, and not tell them. We'll just show up at the venue.
Just show up for the show. He'll walk out back and
be like, hey.
I think you guys underestimate how well in advance I know who's wrestling on the Primo shows.
So what we need to do is be like, yo, book us, but don't tell Levi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That maybe the booker would go for that, but considering they don't have a place for 3 people to stay, unless you guys are also gonna shill for a hotel for the 3 of you, I don't think you're getting away with that.
One can dream.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna get Red Dog. I'm gonna get Red Dog out here. He's got Colorado on his list for 2025. I'm gonna get Red Dog out here before I get you fuckers out here.
Thanks.
I've got everywhere on my list for 2025. I'd like to get the hell out of New England.
Red Dog listed Colorado, and I was like, Colorado, you
Red
say?
Dog almost was going to come up for the January show for MPW because my opponent, unfortunately, cannot compete with me. So I asked Red Dog, and Red Dog said that he wanted to, but he said that he can't risk doing a hardcore match because he's doing a film in February, and he doesn't want any accidental markings on his body or face or anything. I'm like, no, I totally get it. He goes, I'd love to, but I can't risk it for this film that I'm doing. I'm like,
who was supposed to be your opponent?
Billy. He has to get surgery.
Oh yeah, he has to get surgery. That's right.
Of the show. So I'm like, all right, we'll figure it out. So I have 4 other options, and 2 of them I've reached out to and waiting to hear back from. So
there you go.
And if they all fall through, then Stormy is my last resort. Which
beat the crap out of Stormy Savage.
Because Stormy is the one that powerbombed me in the fucking barbed wire chair, that asshole. So I'll pay back to bitch if all falls through.
Yeah, right, exactly. All right, this is Liv Morgan and Rhea.
And we're looking at 2 of the centerpieces of what will be the Raw Netflix era. And as such, January 6th in Los Angeles, one of the biggest events in WWE history, has just gotten bigger. Because it is official. Liv Morgan, you will defend that Women's World Championship on that night, live on Netflix, against Rhea Ripley. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's official, January 6th in Los Angeles, Morgan Ripley for the world title.
Yep.
Liv, the funny thing is you say all these accomplishments, but they don't mean anything.
Bro, anyone could have said anything.
I love you too, small child.
You're disgusting! Shut up!
That's so funny. I love you too, small child.
You've beaten those people, yes, you have pinned me, but you have not done it all by yourself.
Doesn't even hesitate.
The only reason you have that title is because I wasn't here. Because you're just not as good as Rhea Bloody Ripley. I beat you at Bash in Berlin. I beat you at War Games. And you best believe, sweetheart, I'm gonna beat you January 6th on Netflix.
Yeah. Damn straight. All right, let's finish this up really quick. We got Paul Heyman talking to the fake tribal chief and his bloodline.
And gentlemen,
setting up for the 4th match for the Netflix show, or 5th technically.
ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Paul Heyman.
I come out here this afternoon with a message of true honor. And I think, Solo, more than anybody here, you understand that, because if you thought I was disrespecting you, you'd drop me where I stand right now. Tama dropped me where I stand right now. Jacob, for sure, would drop us all where we stand right now.
I love you, Solo.
Here's what's happening January 6th on Netflix. There can only be one tribal chief.
Yeah.
Now, in my mind, and in the mind of the island of relevancy that stands before you today, that tribal chief is the OTC, Roman Reigns.
But that one MPW show,
But
was
I will
wild.
give you credit, Solo. I respect what you've done. You took this entire industry and you turned it upside down. For 4 years, no one could stand up to Roman Reigns. For 4 years, no one even came close. You not only came close, you've taken the bloodline. You've taken the Ulafala. You've taken the name tribal chief. And Roman Reigns wants it back. So this isn't about just a fight. This is about tribal combat where the only rules are, there are no rules. There's a winner and there's a loser. It's not about Alpha and Sika. It's not about Yokozuna. It's not about the Usos. It's not about Tama Tonga. It's not about Jacob Fatu. It's not about the wise man. It now comes down to you and the OTC Roman Reigns. It's not even about the promise and the favor that I owe CM Punk. It's about who is the real tribal chief. And in tribal combat, we find that out. We find out that one man is the reigning, defending, undisputed tribal chief. And the other man is just a long list of men who tried and ended up a wannabe tribal chief.
Mic drop. Yeah.
You know what? We did find out what the favor was, and it's a quote from Punk.
Netflix.
He said it was his Netflix password.
Yeah, Netflix password to finish the Heels season. Yeah. I got a theory that I think The Rock will interfere with this match to set up for Mania. I
think it will.
I still think it's pretty dope. A fan came out and said to do a triple threat style of the bloodline. You had The Rock, you had Solos and Roman Reigns bloodline against each other. I think that would be fucking dope. That cool shit, they can't book that shit. So yeah. So let's finish this up. I'm not gonna play the Rumble. I'm gonna actually save that for the non-audio listeners, because you're not going to be able to see anything anyways. But we're going to go over the match. So Limitless Wrestling was on last weekend. They had a banger of a show. I
banger.
I applaud you all to go and watch it. It is free on their YouTube, so you can check out the full show.
Them all?
Yes, applaud. Implore, whatever.
Implore.
So we got the
Those are two different words, Cat.
Shut the fuck up. We got
no.
Stop playing ads, you fucker.
It was playing on its own.
So we had the first match with Aiden Agro versus I can't even read that. Colin Lycan.
I don't even know, man.
Colin Lycan versus Zach Peterson versus Anthony Green. I bet that was a fucking doper of a match. Who went over?
Oh god, I can't tell
Jesus Christ.
My shit is going
dude.
It doesn't like me. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Cat.
Fucking
my god, guys.
Cat,
do you need me to take over?
I guess so, because I don't know. I think my computer has just been on for my computer is just wait. We're good. I don't know what happened.
Do you not have pop-up blocker? I mean, seriously, man.
All right.
Probably not, bro. I plugged this computer in and just started fucking using it. Like,
all right. I'm taking over. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Fucking
send me
epilepsy fucking warning there.
Where'd Levi go?
I don't know where he went. Fucking epilepsy. Oh, that's not the right fucking thing.
Epilepsy.
No, it is the right thing. I'm just fucking on the wrong thing. All right.
I give up.
So,
Avalanche. Chaos.
Really good.
What are you reading this off
like him. He fucking won the match. Then we had Gav Forza and Ashley Vox versus oh my gosh, I'm fucking doing terrible tonight.
Paris Van Dale and Delmy XO.
Delmy, yeah. I don't know why I had a hard time there. Delmy, I believe went over.
So I've never asked Delmy this, but I should ask Delmy this at some point.
She went
So
over.
her last name is
Gabby
XO,
went over.
but it's spelled EXO. Now, is that like Delmy like XO like hug kiss, or like is like XO like an exoskeleton? An
It's spelled EXO.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like if you wanted to spell the hug and kiss version as a name, you'd add an E to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I never asked her. I should ask her next time.
You should ask her. Becca versus Kylie Ray. Fucking Becca went over. Desmond Cole versus Calvin Tankman, and of course Desmond went over.
Bro, Calvin's beast, dude.
Yeah, that was a good fucking match.
He started in IW Mid-South before it closed.
And then of course we have the Rumble, and Channing Thomas managed to sneak one in, and now it's going to be Desmond Cole versus Channing Thomas again at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is in January. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, buddy. So yeah. So yeah, we'll watch the Rumble for just live viewers, because you guys are no audio listeners going to be able to understand what's going on. So let's just fucking jump right into the next report then.
I didn't have my fucking gear with me. I didn't waste suitcase space to bring it up. I couldn't go to Larry's show on Friday. Fuck you.
Your gear is literally your kick pads and shorts.
And my knee pads and my entrance jacket and my shirt. And I had 4 days worth of clothing and Christmas presents and everything else packed in my suitcase.
Oh, hang on. Oh,
just keep writing this down. Let's go.
4 days worth of clothing for me is 4 t-shirts, 4 pairs of underwear, 4 pairs of socks, and 1 pair of jeans.
I had an extra just to
by
be
yourself.
safe.
And I will actually pack an extra pair of jeans. Yes.
Yeah, I wear extra every.
No,
jeans.
he packs an extra pair of underwear because he shits himself every day.
Yeah, that too. Exactly. Yeah, you know, you never can be too careful. You know, especially with me.
That's gross, bro.
Yep.
Julie,
we interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Fighter pilot, show me what you got.
What the hell? You have a vagina!
He needs some milk. Oh my god. What is that?
What? Next report.
Never gets
So
old.
it really doesn't. So the real funny thing is I just watched, like, really paid attention to that for the first time. And like, I'm like, why aren't these in our botches? Because they're all botches. But anyway. All right. So AEW Dynamite for December 18th was a little bit up this week. They had an average. I actually did the math today of 629,000. So not bad. But they started nice and hot. They started at 737,000. They started with Orange Cassidy, Jay White, Hangman, Adam Page backstage angle. Darby Allin, Will Ospreay backstage promo. Ooh, I lied. They did not start hot. They started with a lot of talking. And then they went to Mercedes Moné versus Anna Jay. Yep, they kept that up. And then they had MJF and Adam Cole live angle and Jimmy Hayter backstage promo. That was 725,000, which is still respectable. For your first 2 quarters, you only lost about 8,000 people. Then your third quarter happened, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Hook versus Shibata versus Christian Cage versus Nick Wayne. We dropped down to 596,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah. They got some back though. that was the third quarter. Yeah, they got a little bit back with the fourth quarter. Hook and Shibata versus Cage and Wayne continued. Jericho video, Bandito video, and Mariah May backstage promo came back up to 622,000. 626,000 for Ricochet and the Hurt Syndicate live angle. Shelton Benjamin versus the Beast Mordos, which I actually heard was pretty good. And then the whole thing with the Hurt Syndicate and Daniel Garcia. 626,000. And we dropped about 10,000 this next one. It's Ricochet, Strickland, Prince Nana backstage angle. Tony Storm backstage interview. Will Ospreay versus Darby Allin, which might have been fun. 608,000.
Well, Ospreay
They
versus
only-
Darby Allin was fun. Have you not seen
Was it?
clips? Have you not seen
Yeah,
clips
that
from
match.
I
my
haven't.
God, bro.
Yeah.
They went back and forth.
I haven't yet. I will look it up. Quarter 7, 601,000. So they only really lost 7,000 people. That's just people getting up to take a piss break, basically. So that's not bad. And that's Allen Darby, the Will Ospreay Darby Allen match, and then the post match with Claudio. Here's where things go off the rails. Quarter 8, Hangman Adam Page, Jay White, and Orange Cassidy versus Death Riders. 519,000.
Oof.
Yeah, you lost almost 100,000 people.
Oof.
Like that's 90. They lost 90,000 people. Like seriously, it came back up for the overrun, but I mean, this just proves once again that no one cares about this Death Rider stuff. I'm John Moxley. I'm a badass. Yeah. No, it's like, no, dude. I'm Stone Cold John Moxley. I'm the baddest Batman on the planet.
What?
Rocky 3. Yeah. No, dude. No. Moxley, no one cares, man. I need a barbed wire baseball bat. Yeah.
John Moxley is like the biggest example of that he needs a fucking agent. Like he did great in fucking
What did you guys do?
I
hit a
fixed
button.
it.
Shut up.
He did great in like WWE shit when he had like agent and somebody telling him what to fucking do.
It's like here's the thing. Now, this week for AEW, they were up. It wasn't as awful, except for a couple segments where but I mean, this is the stuff. Once again, I know I'm never getting booked for AEW. This is the shit Tony needs to look at. He has to look like, wow, this segment did pretty good. Maybe I want these guys on my TV. Wow, this segment did shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want these guys on my TV.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hard to figure out. Wow, John Moxley equals garbage ratings. Maybe don't have Mox on your TV. It's like when the Young Bucks and Jericho were on all the time. You would literally watch the ratings go like, okay, Young Bucks segment, and go straight down.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a common denominator here. All you got to do is look and be like, what did I book here? Oh, this was this guy. It'd be like, oh shit, hey, look, a roadblock match. Maybe we don't want to watch that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to throw. You gonna watch the pod one day back? Hey guys, come on! I'm not that
Dude,
bad.
I did a fucking video, like a live a react to his match against fucking Ace, and I gave him so much shit, and he came up to me one day and said, "Oh, like I watched that video." I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, Stormy looks at me tonight and goes, "Yeah, my music." I'm like, "Stormy, I will kick you right in the dick." Fuck, I hate when they do that. Him and fucking Matt were the two worst of that.
Yeah. Well, fucking Matt changes his music every so often, so it's like,
Okay, here's the thing. I will, as a sound guy, I'm going to say this straight up. I do not mind when people change their music. What it bugs me is when it's day of, like when you hit me up and I literally have everything packed and you're like, yo, hey, I'm changing my music for the show tonight. That's a pain in the ass. If the place has Wi-Fi we're going to, I don't care.
Right.
But the other thing that kills me is when I'm at the venue and there's no Wi-Fi. Hey, can you get this song for me? No, I have no way to get it.
Right. Exactly.
That's why like I started putting the whole thing with everyone. I'm like, look, week in advance, please. Especially like when we're working on Indian Island, there's no Wi-Fi in that building.
Right. Right, exactly.
And I can't even use my phone. The only place I can get Wi-Fi and use my phone is to go sit by the front door. Yeah.
You go right outside. That's the only way you get it.
Neil looked at me one day. I'm sitting by the front door, like my phone, typing on my laptop fiercely. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, getting music because people didn't send me their shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, well there. I guess we get into the other fun stuff of the podcast that's not for audio listeners now.
Botches?
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna watch the Rumble first, but I wanted to say thank you guys. We're doing a show. Thank you. JP.
Fine, let's do this thing.
Holy
fuck. Well, I want to say first, thank you, audio listeners, for listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and whatever it's you listen to. If you want to catch the full show, you got to catch it here on YouTube and or Twitch live, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again. Also, for people who are watching, like and subscribe. Comment.
JP like trying not to fall asleep.
Struggling, man. I've been awake since 1:30 this morning.
Yeah, you took the job.
Cry about it.
You took the job. You wanted this shit. I don't want to fucking hear it.
JP, I got one word for you. Cocaine.
No.
Just ask Dad. I know. I bet he gets them.
I lived with that. I know that.
All right. So here's a cut of the Limitless Rumble.
Let's see who drew number one.
Even though it's a cut, it's still 13 fucking minutes long. So I apologize.
Under university rules, it clearly states that there will be no chops, no punches, and absolutely no body slams. You hear that, Greenleaf?
I love Chase so much.
Ripper's looking at him like, you've met me, right?
Really trying to get out. Well, that was good. He almost got out of him. Ref's getting some protection from that chop. Well, folks. Punch. Oh.
Body slam.
Oh, no. Explicitly against the Dean's rules. Well, the Dean had it scouted.
Back into the rope.
Oh, no. Now. Oh, what did I tell you? For this class.
Patterson.
There's a one-on-one I'd like to see. Sign me up.
You taking notes there, Nix?
It's the Three Amigos. I do this all the time.
Yeah, you taking notes there, Nix?
I just love that, like, the first 6 sentences.
I can't do that part.
In an American, like, fucking ring, like, just match in general.
Wait a minute. He took 2 before. Oh, you got one of them.
Oh.
The one thing I don't like about this is that the fucking manager is doing all these spots and shit. That's the one thing I don't. I understand that he's like basically running a wrestling school.
That's Chase Del Monte, man.
Yeah, that's Chase Del Monte.
He's still a manager.
Hey, speaking of Seabass, shout out Seabass because I was looking up the LA Dojo earlier and his
Rumble brought to you by the VSW.
Your mic is fucking just cut out, dude.
The LA Dojo page.
We lost everything but LA Dojo and LA Dojo page.
I said shout out to Seabass because I was looking up the LA Dojo earlier and his picture is actually featured on their website.
Nice.
The New Japan Dojo.
The Kid, Rudy.
Yo, this kid looks like he blows his knee out in a spot. When he gets eliminated, he gets hooked up. And I swear to God, the kid blowed his knee out.
Fun fact, every single person in the ring right now is Canadian.
Is what?
They're all Canadians.
Oh, nice.
Except Rip.
Rip's from fucking, I thought Rip was from,
Rip's from Mass.
Well, it is Maine. Ashley,
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
That was
Thank
something.
God Chase has the strength for that one.
Well, actually, he only weighs 120 pounds.
Still.
Yeah.
Hey, this works. Nice little back massage.
This is their relationship right here. I was gonna say, there's got to be a lot of interesting things going on in this.
Entrant number 8.
Tell me.
oh boy.
This is
And
rough.
good night.
Yeah. Oof. She looks like she got caught in the rope or something.
I think she did.
It's like, oh, because she went straight floor.
Death.
She did. You see her feet get caught in the middle rope.
I want to say not to give Limitless Wrestling any shit because I love Limitless Wrestling, but oh my god, there was so many fucking botches in
Jesus
this
Christ,
fucking.
Greenleaf was just like,
Number 9. Papi Guapo.
If I did botches for just like I'd probably
That's
full
what
5 minutes.
That's a grinder right there.
Oh my.
But he has performed at the Limitless Dojo tapings at the dojo in Bangor regular.
Still never got to fight him and Mike.
That's gotta be
I know, right?
It's so funny because him and Pierce, it started out as him and Pierce, and then him and Lex started teaming, and once him and Lex, yo, Tyree!
Tyree
Get him out.
12 gauge.
And he's fresh, Johnny.
Tyree basically looked at me at the. I was talking to him at the.
Cut another one off.
Forgot what show it was.
No.
But he's like, dude, your spear is still one of my favorite ones I've ever taken.
Big flex.
I still remember Tyree Taylor fucking taking me out of fucking tapings at the road. I was paying attention to the fucking inside the ring and not paying attention to him. He just fucking collides right into me and takes me right out of my fucking seat.
And now, Channing Thomas, Jay Haru.
This is what I think
know
of
all
Jay
too
Haru.
well, as well as all of you. This is the alliance. If Aiden Aggro comes out,
That was so bad. It was a fucking leg drop.
God, it's Santa
elbow
Claus.
drop.
It's Santa.
Got him goozled.
Was it Hess?
In the hell?
I think it was.
I think it was Hess because Hess did the Santa thing in MPW.
Rumble without a Santa Claus.
all that cold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hess.
Thomas household. Land Shark.
Here we go.
Conan.
A goddamn land shark.
The Land Shark. God damn, that's a great nickname. I wish I thought of it.
Is that Dylan's long lost brother?
Hold on. His last name's the dude's last name's Lycan. How are you the Land Shark?
Oh my fucking god,
Yeah.
Kobe!
Kobe alive?
There's no need for that. You fucking idiot!
Oh god!
Why?
Thankfully, he caught himself
He
on
turned
the
him
fucking
into
top
pizza.
rope where he
He
would have
like
fucking hit
over rotated that.
Going Christ, my God.
Oh,
Dream athlete.
I love
He's
this.
fun.
Oh my god!
Mira.
I love this.
Floor.
Boing,
Watch this.
boing.
It clears it.
Fuck yeah!
Takes out Diego Alvarez.
That was so dope.
The real life.
Holy shit! Love Doug.
Love Doug.
Hey, if you haven't figured it out, I've not watched any of this, so I have no idea who was in this rumble.
It was on during when we were at Proving Ground, so I was trying to pay attention to Proving Ground and this at the same time. It was tough.
No stranger to Tyree Taylor.
I was just at home. I was at home watching this and Saturday Night Main Event at the same time.
That's
But once again, his nickname's the Land Shark, but his last name's Lycan. Shouldn't he be more of a wolf thing? Just saying.
You're just mad that he has a good nickname that you didn't think of.
And there goes Patterson. Nice.
His first name should be Jeff then.
Tony Atlas!
Eyes up Jay Haru.
Fucking Tony, dude.
Take a shot, Tony. Tony ain't afraid. Tony ain't
To this
afraid,
day.
baby.
Stays
Oh,
right in
Tony
the
Atlas!
They're taking bumps off. They're taking bumps off my punches.
Tony Atlas.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Tony Atlas, you are banned from wrestling in Maine for the remainder of 2024. I'm number 18.
Who the heck? What?
He dressed for the occasion.
Here's his shirt.
Yeah, Joey though throwing some good ass fucking
Mongolian
punches.
chops. Double fist.
Had many a battle royal against the likes of Jeff Costa.
Oh, yeah.
There's the line.
The milkman.
There's the line.
And Tony.
Headbutt.
There's the headbutt.
There it is.
Horrified. Frozen in place.
There's the headbutt.
Oh no!
And out he goes.
Get out of here! Sydney. Couldn't have happened to a nicer.
Hey, thanks for the help, bud.
Tony Atlas.
Careful, Tony. Careful.
Careful, you're gonna break something, Tony.
Don't break the whip.
Brett Ryan Gosselin. And Ike's in the future. That shoulder
Look at
bump
this.
with Tony Atlas right there.
We just saw Brett Ryan Gosselin.
Julie wrestling, showing off what he's learned.
Diego.
Ooh.
Sayonara.
Right into the chest.
Oh god, don't break AC's
Aiden
Yeah.
Aggro. Well,
Eat shit.
Thank you.
This is my favorite. Hey, Channing.
Eat shit.
Hey, that looks familiar.
is top shelf.
Oh, no way. Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got right in there.
That's Boss Skaggs.
Yeah, we last saw him over a
He
year
botched the
ago,
roll
but,
because he just went too far.
Wait.
Stick punch.
Johnny Cage.
Over and over again.
And now,
I love the undershirt just like coming out underneath the overalls.
Right?
God.
the suspenders.
Oh.
The bone of the man.
Probably the best bump out elimination though.
Yeah.
That one.
Dad.
Dad.
Beautiful
dead.
Look at that. We know these two have a tenuous history.
Yeah, they were a once
Here it comes.
2/3 of a powerful trio. That headbutt still remains in
The reason I think we all laugh at that is because we've all taken that.
Multiple times.
Potential future competition.
She has setting the women's wrestling scene ablaze.
Oh.
Such a natural
Oh.
talent. I mean, just look at her go in the ring.
And it's
Just
Damn. Boing.
Whoa.
Yee.
On that last one.
Ain't no way in hell
To
would
be
I
fair,
risk that on Larry's rope.
The Larry's ropes are low.
Yeah.
That's a man who looks like a very
I've either worked him or been on a show with him. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's worked some random shit.
Rip's like, all right, this is enough.
Thomas, Sidney Bacabella, and
Oh.
Yeah. That's what the setup
Fuck
was.
you, Jay Haru.
for the international.
now looking to make life.
Goddamn, are we already at number 24?
None of it.
Oh, Dick Kick City.
From Vacation Land Cup.
Yeah, I cut a lot of the just the punches and random shit out. If you haven't noticed.
Realizes a lot has changed from the landscape
Whoa.
of Limitless.
That was cool.
Absolutely.
Gabby. Pogo
Gabby.
boing boing.
Oh, he's doing a Kofi.
Is this man going to be able to post?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
he
wait
was
for
doing
it.
Kofi. And then just
Oh.
gets done.
Death.
Aggro, you dick.
Almost lands in Joey Hoffman's lap.
There as Bison and, well, BRG.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gabby's.
Oh, man.
The Argentine backbreaker.
Armani got his nipples pierced too. I noticed.
And now,
Like I haven't seen him fucking since the road.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh,
Dude,
man. I haven't
hold
seen
on.
him.
I worked a match with him.
Oh,
I've tagged with him.
Iron Savages.
Oh!
Going to become the next #1 contender.
Oh, oh,
he's
oh,
set out
oh.
some very audacious goals for 2025, and one could be the
Jeez.
competition.
Yep, couple
Joe,
goals,
Joe,
but
what the hell?
individual
Don't try to be murdering
goals.
people.
9 representing Dirty Dango.
Oh.
Really?
Ryan in Lewiston at the Vacation Land Cup.
Should go back to being the SmackDown.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh no!
Rip fucking put his ass out.
Big
There he
boy
is.
Season, the ace.
I was really hoping Amber was gonna come
I
back.
know, we were all hoping.
Oh my! Ryan Black. Oh wait, eliminated.
he took that pounce like crap.
Away of AC Baby.
You're
Dude, the
hoping.
one that he
You're-
gave Hazard at Geno's, I thought he was going to send Hazard.
Dude, Hazard almost
Yeah.
went into the fucking crowd.
Decision.
I saw that.
Yeah, dude, I was
I
standing
was
on
like,
the opposite
bro.
side of it, and I thought he went out of the ring. Like, I
Back
was
and forth, and now in stereo.
I
The
mean,
fucking
that's
power
how
bomb
you
that
take
gave
like
Hazard,
that's how
though.
you take a fucking pounce. Like you
Yeah.
jump into it, but Hazard got too much height on that.
oh, he went way over on, but it was Geno's too.
Best I low key I was watching the Casino Battle Royal today at work.
Do just that.
I think my favorite pounce that Ace has given is to the homeboy that he fucking
Part of it.
he pounced and he literally carried him and chucked him out of the ring.
Yeah.
As an elimination, it was fucking awesome.
By Gabby looking
Freaking
to
Gabby.
bring Becca over, but
Yeah, I know. She has to show off.
apron, Becca wanting none of it.
Stronger than
Gabby.
stronger than the four of us combined, she could still lift more.
Yeah.
Gabby might be a little too much to contend with. Oh! Jason and Gabby.
I'm glad she was final six
I
though.
like the idea of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping. Come on.
He's very much
Is he beating him in his own hair?
Yes.
Using Sidney Bacabella to avoid elimination.
holds on barely.
Oh, aggro.
Fuck you, aggro.
Oh, an ace from
This was dope.
Give him a pile driver. Give him a pile driver. Give him a pile driver. Give him a pile driver.
White side row.
No love lost between these two.
Pop up.
Oh,
Power. Ah!
Ooh.
That's cool.
Arrow fight.
That's
Right.
clever.
knowing AC, he's got to have a plan. Oh, horrific.
Greenleaf, stop him. What are you doing?
Eliminated already.
Get in there.
Haru. And now the drop kick
Ah.
sends Romero to the outside. I've watched it, and they've taken the journey with it.
And Rip is just like, you know what?
He wasn't.
I'm gonna Chris Benoit this
He
whole thing.
stepped up.
Rip's like, I'll fight you both. I don't care.
But here we are.
I mean, he's gonna Stone Cold this whole thing.
Iron Rip Bison.
There it goes. Hayden.
Ambrose sent to the outside.
Continuing on. Two former Limitless Wrestling champions.
Ripper. The
Not
back
like two
elbows.
former Limitless Wrestling champions, but Channing's the one that stole the title from Rip.
Time around in fresh blood.
Moonsault!
Fresh moonsault.
Yeah.
Moonsault's elbow drop. That was
Channing.
that wasn't bad.
Steps off. No. Old class. Channing Thomas.
Kudos on Channing too, being number one and winning it.
Around in the well for Channing Thomas.
Channing was not number one.
Yeah, he was number one.
Championship.
No, he wasn't number one.
No,
Rip
he
was
wasn't.
number one.
He was
Rip
like
was
number
one.
4.
Yes, he was number 4. Sorry, number 4 and winning it. Right, Rip was number 1.
I do have to wonder though, with Limitless having a Rumble, if there's gonna be a Let's Rumble this year.
Maybe.
Isn't the Joey Gleets coming up here? Shouldn't that be coming up? Shouldn't that be coming up soon?
I don't know.
I don't think we have one this year.
That's why I thought it was
This
an every year
was the
thing.
fewest amount of dates that was a Let's year, like for Let's.
Yeah, I already
Levi.
saw that.
I guess we'll get right into the fucking botches. I guess.
She's snowing down here, kids.
Ugh. Gross. I don't want to even hear that.
What the hell is he doing?
He just fell on his ass.
Hey, if you're going to be Tom, you got to be Tom.
Well, actually, things are going real well with the XFL.
Oh, yeah. Oh! It happened. Fuck it!
My favorite segment. I get to show you guys my botches that I found. Hope you guys enjoy this shit.
I'm glad, Kat. I'm really glad you added the word "I found" at the end of that, because I was.
No, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite botches. It's an entire compilation of just cat botches. Nice, Brock Lesnar wannabe.
That belt.
Hey, yeah.
And you could just hear Tommy just fucking Timmy, just fucking Timmy.
Did he turn into a Parisian?
Yeah, he fucking died from that. Ugh.
JP.
What?
No.
What?
No.
You can do that, buddy. I'll be happy to do that to you.
Yeah, you could take the bump.
Didn't Sam say that he saw along the lines that he was going to do that?
God damn.
Classic. Classic.
That's crazy. That would terrify me.
Dangerously dumb. Yeah. And then the entire ring is covered in shit, too.
Yeah. I would be afraid the top of the cage would fucking fall down behind me.
That would be my luck. Like, you go, you swing, you fall into the ring. Oh, thumbtacks. Oh, God. Oh, here comes freaking 500 pounds of metal in my face.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, it's 9 a.m. Just wanted to send this over. I got my rollerblades on, so I'm ready to go whenever you guys want to hit the canals.
What?
Apparently, it's impersonating shit downstairs.
This is how the Wild breaks up.
What? Fuck off.
I'm recording.
No, I'm serious. Stop.
Oh, it's Dylan.
Definitely.
Nope, thanks. I value my spine and legs and everything.
Listen to that sound.
I've seen this.
Oh, no. Oh. That's just a free
brings for second. Cedino's throw into the runner, and they got him. That's
I kind of love how we don't even have wrestling botches anymore. It's just random.
No, I was gonna say you've gotten lazy, man. You're not even wrestling botches at this
There's
point.
wrestling botches in here. I just grabbed other things that I think are funny.
Cat, leaves in ridiculousness.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
As you can see, the fucking glass being pulled out of his neck.
Oh, y'all haven't seen the Jimmy Lloyd spot with the scissors then at GCW years ago. Cool. Scissors right in the neck from good times. Yeah.
Mercury poisoning.
Did you add the one that I sent you on Instagram, Cat?
Oh, I don't know if I did or not.
Hang on, I'll pull it up.
Pull it up for it.
Oh my God, dog!
Oh yeah, his leg's
Oh my
broken.
God, you all right?
No, his leg's broken.
No.
Ah.
You land on your knee?
Ah.
Oh, you think?
Ah, that's bad. Let me see.
Let me see. Let me try to straighten it out for you.
Ah.
This, all I can think right here is Peter Griffin going, ah.
Ah.
I thought they like did one of these like scenarios.
I thought he was gonna go for a double drop kick, if I'm being honest.
Look how you just Why doesn't it look like Rob Fuller from Showcase?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what I realized, Cat?
Hmm.
You played the stinger, but you know what you didn't do?
Hmm.
Thank you so much to our audio-only listeners. This is where
If
the
you're
audio
paying attention and not
portion-
being on your fucking phone.
This is where the audio portion will be over.
I
with.
did say that.
You did.
You did. You went on the whole rant. I missed
I
missed
did.
that whole rant. Okay.
I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone, motherfucker. I'm looking up the botch that I sent you earlier today to add to the fucking botch list
I didn't
that you
say-
were too lazy to do.
I wasn't too lazy. I was finding fucking funny shit. This is my botches. Fuck off. Now show your fucking show it.
These are my wrestling botches. They're not wrestling though.
I didn't
You
say
watch
wrestling
somebody
botches.
hit-
I
hit
said
his
botches.
You can watch somebody get hit in the fucking balls with a bicycle.
Show it.
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
I'm looking up the ROH results.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
That's not a botch, really. I just wanted to show it.
No, that's death.
Ugh. Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Fine. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Billington was Tommy Billington. Okay. Because he's going by Dynamite Kid Jr. or Dynamite Kid.
You looking up the results there? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to get us caught up for the rest of it here.
And then we'll finish off with Levi. You said you want to show your match.
Yeah, I do have my match. I would like to show it because it was a
Jericho beat Cardona.
Say it ain't so.
Oh.
Didn't see that coming.
Say it ain't so.
But I don't know where Athena and Billy Starks is. It's like not on here anywhere, as far as I can tell.
Maybe they cut it.
Why would you
for the women's world title?
They cut it.
No, if you're gonna cut a match out of here, like you could have cut freaking Shibata versus Billington.
This is Tony's booking.
You could have cut Mansoor versus Atlantis Jr.
This is Tony's booking. Remember?
Yeah, I know. You could have cut Haley Cameron versus Hanako.
Can't. Japanese wrestler.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know where that match is.
Get your match ready there, Levi. Let's end it on your match there for tonight.
Oh.
Already almost pushing midnight, so
yeah, Sam went to bed about an hour ago.
How do I?
It's been a good podcast, even though people decided to play video games beforehand. But
there we go.
Ow!
Dude, that skinny kid. Oh my god! I hope he gets his ass kicked.
Oh,
hi,
wait.
Levi.
No, you're right.
Who's wrestling in a t-shirt?
He means fucking business because he's wrestling in
Over under 3 minutes for Levi's hand wraps come off.
Yeah. I'm gonna say under. What about you, JP?
Oh, under.
He did not work up with you at all.
No, he did not. Levi, you better pick him up and fucking slam him.
Also, why does he keep letting go of the headlock?
Yeah. Kick his ass, Levi. Ooh.
When did he let go of the headlock?
Watch.
He wrenched it.
Yeah, but every time he wrenches it, he gives about this much space.
He goes out a little far. That's not letting go of the headlock, though. Letting go of the headlock is doing this.
If you can step out of it, he let go of it.
Break his arm. Break his arm, Levi.
Did you see the way he bent his arm up?
You could have easily done that.
Oh. There's a pin. Pin there, ref.
Hello, referee? Is the referee with us?
It's still we got a little bit distracted. Yeah, see, the problem is he should have been on the other side of the ring where there was way more space to work with.
Are you at a 16?
Fucking lay in those knees, my guy.
Dude, this dude's skinnier than you.
There we go.
He's tall as shit, but he's about as skinny as I
You
am.
look like a monster here. Is this a 16-foot ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just in a tight spot.
On cam, definitely.
That was nice. That was on fucking point.
I like it though.
Boom. Just want to point out it's been 3 minutes. We were on.
Yeah. It's almost like you get brand new hand wraps that didn't belong to Donkey Boy before you, and all of a sudden they stay.
You know what? I'm kind of mad right now. This match, you should be getting thrown fucking around by the big guy.
You really should.
No.
How is the big guy dominating us?
Because Levi doesn't let people throw him around out here anymore. Out here, period.
Jesus
Christ.
I got a holy shit chant.
Got a holy shit chant because he almost fucking died. Ooh, gross.
It's not the slip, but this is the team version of Slip by Your Brown.
The big guy needs more energy. Like, is he green?
Diabetes.
Is he green, Levi?
Which one?
The guy that's getting his ass kicked right now.
The one in the corner?
Yeah.
Yes, he's still relatively green. He's playing the heel. Actually,
Okay.
I can relate to him because he is still relatively green.
There we go. Okay, now we got some.
Okay.
He got thrown into a heel position. He got thrown into a heel position. So
Okay.
he's still. This is actually his best outing. So like lately, this is actually the best he's done. He gets a little
gross.
What the fuck was that?
Death.
Did any of you watch the videos I sent to you fuckers?
We're putting
you
it on the show for the show like we never
sent
watched
you
this.
guys the spear and the flatliner.
Yes, we're putting on a show like we've never seen this, fucker. Death.
If only you were like 2 inches shorter as a human being, you would have flown through that thing. God damn,
That's what made me like. That's what made it look weird. Your feet caught.
Yeah,
if he was 2 inches shorter, it would have been fluid.
You know what it is? I came up and I threw my weight backwards too much because I thought I was back bumping because I forgot what the fuck I was doing. And then he started going forward and I was like, oh shit, that's right. And I had to like sit up and just launch myself forward.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah,
it still looked good.
I tapped just a little bit like down.
It still looked good. It just like you see her feet catch for a second.
There's something at the end of this that if Dylan ever turns heel again, I have a feeling he's going to steal.
There we go. There we go.
See, he got a little better.
I think he's getting comfortable finally. That's why.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'd give probably his third or fourth match in as a heel, so he's still getting there.
Yeah. I'll give him the benefit of doubt being green. Yeah.
Not bad
he,
for
he doesn't know the ring. He doesn't have his ring work.
And he was a baby. He was a baby to begin with, so he's still trying to catch the being a dick.
Right. Yeah, it's not easy being a heel.
No.
it's a lot easier being a babyface. Whoop.
Ropes for a little while.
Look at that ass.
What ass?
Dude, I straight up thought I broke Homeboy's arm.
You broke your arm or his arm?
No, I thought I broke his arm. You see my hand? See how it moved up? I literally I checked on him because he sold it so well, and I did actually hit him here instead of square in the chest. I straight up thought I broke his fucking arm.
You should have held that for a second. It was so quick you couldn't look at what it did.
We were expecting the ref to come back around faster, so it was just a hit. It was supposed to be just a hit and a good to go, but the ref took a little bit extra time. So this is what I think he'll end up stealing if you ever go heel again.
I did something like that to Malik.
Cat's like go heel again. I'm gonna steal that now.
No, I can't because Sammy Matthews fucking does the Northern now. There
we go.
There you go.
JP's like, I've been up 24 hours.
That was a good fucking match.
And I'm getting yelled at from the other room.
Well, do your plugs and get the fuck out of here. How about that?
All right, follow me.
Yeah, fuck off.
JP O'Reilly on, Jesus Christ, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever. My next show.
Yet?
What?
Get a blue sky yet?
No,
I ain't doing that shit.
It's gonna go away.
My next announced one is
it's the same thing they take. It's a same fucking thing that they take something. They go like, oh, this is shit. We're gonna create a new fucking platform, and it'll be dead within 6 months.
Literally.
Well, we'll see what happens.
My next scheduled event that I know of I'm doing right now is January 24th. And then January, which is main Premier Wrestling. And then the next day is main event wrestling in Franklin, the 25th. I know what I'm doing there, but I can't talk about it yet. And then that's all I got for right now at this moment. I know there's more, but that's the only ones I remember. too.
Go Levi.
Oh, me go. You can find me on all. You can find me on all social media platforms at Levi Spade 1. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Well, it's still around. You can find me at bringingbustercheese.com/Levi Spade. I've got some stuff in the works. Got some things to say that I'll be posting soon on Facebook and Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Go drop me a follow. You can find me on Purr Sessions every Friday. You can find me on twitch.tv/Tears Gaming, TYRSGAMMING, when I do
check that out.
When I do streaming stuff. You can find me as always at Primos Pro Wrestling, primoswrestling.com, Fight TV, Triller TV. It's the offshoot of Fight. You can always find us on Triller TV. My next show is January 12th, I believe. We are at the Brick House in Denver, Colorado. We have a brand new venue. We are no longer just at the Roxy. We are now at the Brick House and the Roxy. And please show up if you are in the Denver area, because the Brick House is a fucking ginormous venue, and there is a lot of space to do a lot of shit that we have not been able to do at the Roxy because it's such a small space. This is like going, for anybody back home, this is like wrestling at Geno's 24/7. From going to wrestling at Geno's, a Geno-sized venue, to wrestling at a Let's Wrestle sized venue. So there is a lot more space to do a lot more shit, and we are super excited that the Brick House is allowing us to bring our brand of chaos. But I think it's January 12th. It's either the 12th or the 15th. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But it is the second Sunday of January. So whatever that date is. I think that's everything. That'd be January 12th. I was right. January 12th.
12th.
Right,
January 12th at the Brick House in Denver, Colorado.
All right.
All right. You can find me on all social media platforms at DOTD Nix. That includes Blue Sky. Fuck you both. ProWrestlingTees.com/DOTD Nix. That's the only place you can find the Wild t-shirt. It's the only Wild t-shirt we have that we don't have yet.
So far.
I know. You can find me here, of course, every Friday with these Yahoos. Upcoming shows December 20, it's right after Christmas. I think it's the 27th. The Saturday after Christmas, 28th. We'll be at Skips down in Buxton, Maine for NAWA. That's Cousin Larry's promotion. And Skips is always a fun time. Then I got some stuff in January and February. I don't remember right offhand. February 7th.
25th of January.
24
MPW MEW.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that thing. And then all that fun stuff. So yeah, find us there.
February 1st, Ring Wars.
February 1st, Ring Wars. Come find us. We'll sign autographs and give you a thumbs up.
Don't talk to me about that.
Oh, somebody's little butt hurt.
Are you still losing to Little Joey Nails?
You mean sympathy vote Nails? Yeah, sure.
Well, it's all those cat fans. That's why it's up there. We found his TikTok, and let's say, we didn't know he was into some things.
I'll sit at home and I'll enjoy the Rumble live. Anybody wants to do Rumble live party at my house and is not booked on Ring Wars, and come to my house.
We're booked on Ring Wars. We haven't been announced yet.
Oh, so. Well, fuck you guys. Levi, take a one-way trip back to Maine. Let's
one-way, motherfucker. I pay rent out here. I ain't coming one way. Oh, speaking of, real quick, any promoters out there that are watching this, and if Purr Sessions wants to share this to their social medias, I would love it. Please hit me up if you want to bring the Emerald Striker out to your promotion and have me debut or have me return. I am more than willing to work with promoters coming into 2025 to cover flight costs. So, because I know it's super expensive to fly, and if that's the reason why you're not booking me, please fucking hit me up and we can talk about stuff, and I will cover I will cover my own flight costs just because I want to get out and work fucking everywhere. Right.
Let's spin that around. Hey, Colorado, if you want the Wild and JP O'Reilly,
fuck
hit him up.
Fuck y'all. They
don't want to bring us because we would make it look bad. That's why.
No, actually, you guys would make it look like shit because the altitude will fuck you guys. The three of you,
they'll just bleed easier.
Yeah, why do you think it's so easy to bleed out here?
Actually, no. I'll be honest. For me, it would probably fuck me. It would probably fuck with me the worst, considering I am the closest to sea level almost every day.
Dylan, you're taking all the heat.
What the fuck are you talking
and you're
about?
the oldest.
Dylan, you're taking all the heat. Good. I ain't fucking doing nothing else.
Okay, tag me out. I'm
We're all
good.
doing six-man tags.
Tag.
Dad, I'm done. I'm done.
All right, plug your shit. So so dipshit next to me can go to sleep.
Big Cat Tyler Adams on Instagram and TikTok. Tyler Adams on Facebook and Twitter, X. Pro Wrestling Tees, Tyler Adams. Find all my shit, as well as Purr Sessions is on every single platform. We are live again every Friday with all these fuckers, and Samuel Matthews whenever he's not being a dick. And
He ever comes back?
He'll come back eventually.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Does that mean we're getting rid of JP or are we keeping JP?
Yeah.
too?
No, we're keeping JP.
No, JP's got to go.
There's 5 of us on this. It's gonna explode. Oh my god.
He's just gonna be in the background.
Now kiss.
You fucking ate him with your face.
Correction. This is how we get demonetized on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. January 24th, 25th, I'll be at MPW and MEW. I probably won't be doing anything MEW. Probably just supporting Dylan next. And then February 1st, and then I'm hoping the fucking 7th. I'm pretty sure I can do it, but we got to figure out fucking shit with that. I don't know what time's the show and shit like that. Because it's Friday. I have to figure shit out. So, fucking hate Fridays.
What you do is you walk up to your wife, hand her the children, and say, "These are yours now."
At work? Yeah, that would be great.
Please do it. Do it.
Sure, why not?
I can find somebody. It's far enough away. I'll just have to reach out a couple weeks. But no, I'm definitely going to be there. It's easier when it's Saturday and Sunday now that we have both off. But yeah. Other than that, fucking, I think this is the end of the show, fuckers.
Cool. Fuck you.
Considering it's 12:15, so
yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking about. It's 11:12, 10:12.
I'm in mountain time. Look at me.
Look at me, being able to breathe air better than you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty nice actually. Nah, I will admit, coming home, my girl even said coming home was so much better. The air out there, I miss the air out there.
I'm not awake for this.
Good night, fuckers.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's glitching out on me. Yeah.
Oh my god. Play the fucking thing.
I'm trying to. It's glitching.
Session signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans like steel reaching for the sky.